Sirina ko mo yango yaka do ko.
Nyati mbonte mu APS leti. Ndemu APS leti. APS Gambia le mu APS. Katun APS is 100% Gambian.
Bari nyati mo te ko furi mbala kentala ni. Ke nyati mbonte ni taba futu wola. At least ya fonte ko APS min kullo balbiji. Imo fon fonya fon ka fonyo ko ibina do ibodo ko APS jam fane mo fana fonya nyati mbo. Yo min fo enta sija. Ndanga moyro ko APS wallet isa ko do kinu. Min tata fo wuli muan ime charge fenna wala nta sindija.
Ako. Nyati mbo. Nko ko kabo transuto. Kata wala fo wuli muan. Ite fenne dola. Womu zero file. Between kabo was 20,000 la kasele sal. Ike tamu ike charge me from abuka fensi. Wait. 1% na malam ngati.
Wota yara gamen no benyanta wala kana APS wala tele mobile ko ko do ki ibadi ngol. Ya jele ni APS kabrin nan credit ko to. Bari min kum mayata bet wala fa mo kas pawat. Ni suto be during suto be dibining abe tema biti kol sonda ila APS mobile lo sika. Ni asika to ya safe da men ko fen ko atondi nawek ha ni oto je nyamendo tachi ama ni ama doron abanta ila crash power isa hawasima ajibe free joriti je oto mbade ngameno albe sito wulle fisiyata alna leta APS wallet yela lam baylo kon APS wallet nyaata doro barin kodo nim fata do so kon to
dañu be fo no le mol ñala jam nim fata do so kon ba fo le
basiti je mbita ndo register je de kadu sa APS 100% namuti
APS 100%
APS
Gambia 100%.
In today's digital world, connectivity is the backbone of progress. Gamtel stands at the center of the Gambia's network, proudly known as the carrier of carriers. We power connectivity by supporting mobile operators, internet service providers, businesses, and homes with reliable, high-performance infrastructure. Through our dark fiber and fiber-leased line solutions, we provide dedicated, secure, and unlimited high-capacity connectivity, keeping networks stable and businesses running smoothly. Always on, always reliable. For organizations that demand performance, Gamtel delivers unlimited, scalable solutions designed for speed, security, and efficiency, supporting everything from daily operations to critical data transfer. We are also connecting homes and small businesses across the country. With our unlimited broadband services, G-Fiber and ADSL2+, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable internet for browsing, streaming, and working online without interruption. In today's flexible work environment, our VPN services allow teams to connect securely from anywhere, enabling seamless collaboration and productivity at all times. Supporting it all is our private cloud data center, offering secure, reliable, and scalable data storage for the growing digital needs of the Gambia. With nationwide coverage, dedicated support, and trusted infrastructure, Gamtel is connecting people, businesses, and networks across the country. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication. Call 1311 toll-free or 422-9979 or visit www.gamtel.gm to get connected.
Looking for the perfect home away from home in the Gambia? Welcome to BC's Residence, your ideal short-stay apartment in the heart of Bundung. Whether you're visiting for business, pleasure, or an extended stay, BC's Residence offers you the comfort, convenience, and privacy you deserve. Enjoy spacious, well-appointed accommodations in a peaceful neighborhood just behind Nusrat High School. Our residence combines modern amenities with authentic Gambian hospitality, ensuring your stay is both comfortable and memorable. At BC's Residence, you're not just booking a room, you're finding your perfect base to explore all that the Gambia has to offer. Ready to book your stay? Contact us today. +220 941414 bcsresidence@gmail.com. BC's Residence, Bundum, behind Nusrat High School. Your comfort is our priority.
Assalamu alaikum baringolu ngali konto ngali bismillah momorondi yalon ko ibe kerfatu jube kanyen tembenna ba fulale ala barka bake alkalla wato menta kabla noma alla di grand bantaba programme le mursale nan kote ke mialon ko kanale nan tron arjuma wo arjuma man sola dunyo kan kanana jang ka kul kacha mialon ko abe den dim banko la kola fo politiko lem bang fo ku kote nem bang nkebe kacha nyim programme to janne ngamobe tentu bake nge jay men yalon ko wolle be nyim programme jube kanyen tembenna Gambia fokana ne wolu sala memo banko e bantala mba fole ya barka baba bake mol men yalon ko wolle ka stal ki mbe fanan tentu la bake mbe jayla ni ngatra ibe programme jube kanyen tembenna mba fola ye tenten drong ye star ki ni ngatre ba jube kan na YouTube le ise subscribe je subscription mo free of charge lati bawo fengol be je men yalon ko ke bondi na YouTube channel oto bukol bondi Facebook oto woto mba fala mo be drong ye subscribe na YouTube channel oto kala kalam tandi ko bunda fula men yalon ko wolle bulodu nyum programme ko to ka sembentu yandi ka fasa wolem APS anin kata fo gamtel APS itol keta bundalti bunda mi yalon ko ka kodoki anin ka kodota e ka mamma wole fannala Gambia banko kanjang nana ta kodiki wala ninka ta ila ko lanno warta sika mantere la service wala kuro akamunta ila service atariata do kulal be bulu men yalon ko itimina diata bake badi ngole be bulu bantero waranto kanunte wala be bulu mialon ko abe America banko kan Angleterre anim farankata fo Canada ise kodo kino nan allam moliye jang andum iba receive la wati la wato mialon ko abe tariala baba bake eto kole aku sot la je bari ab kilim fanam be kering mialon ko mobe nyanta katalale ya soro la bulu kono telephone kono wala mu APS wallet apoti nyimu aplati ab mialon ko aka fenja maleke aka kuja maleke service jama akoleke adaba kono wala mo se sino fo suto dutala ila cash power e bang ise APS wallet on nyintano iye cash power sang andung ite kanina fena free of charge abe kala wolti cash power sandingo kola bari manda woto e se credit ko finance no ni APS wallet apo nyinnale nyul be mu kulati mialon ko APS ka kele ila do kulal be banko tonkon nano beto nyato domandi albelo nombal jela screen o dumale mba fle fana ya barka bake tumala menna ye bulodu nyim programme ko ka sembentu yandi ka fasa nanata internet wala fannala akamunta bunda kilimbe banko kanja mialon ko nyontangol le mudi internet wala service wala fannala memo gamtelti nanata ka internet o di ka janjandi banko kantaring anin service wala service o mialon ko akallanke yata bake awane yata bunda kilimo men ko ke drong wala mo gamtelti internet o ninga tare sulata le korda kono do ku glato waranto dawdran den drong kata fo la bulu kono telephone kono gamtel nal futati ma drong ibe service o di la service o mialon ko akallanke yata bake bawo ila internet o mu feneti mialon ko atariata bake andum fang kolya ko buka soto je ninga tara ibe muna fankala nyontan le muti mule ni e bulo nyikandi mota jindi no la ngi fanan tentu bake ngi jaytu mala menna ye bulo du nyim programme ko to ka sembentu yandi ka fasa well of course mutale nan koteke arjuma koten nin luntan koten nim panelisol fanan bejang mialon ko mbe kol kacala mialon ko abe dendim bankol la kola kalialo nyamen ton akamunta kabiring tenelungo fo mbe bimen kono ku jamal leketa Gambia banko kanjam politiko la fannale bang anin ku katangolu e jamal leketa nyim banko kanjam bari mbebe kacala bar folo mbe na panel sol dundlale ni jama ño konton ni bota je drong ngana lunton itan dalla mialon ko ngol soto jambi abla bismillah
sida waka me molbe konton nay no jibe la al homana bod be duala banko e kay o soto e konde kay o soto and of course nyaton call ani normal call nyadan ko sifa you know mben na mol kontonna mben na lunta ba kontonna mben na ko to chel membe wi ambe kontonna talibo bayo aba kera fama ngol man tagano platform kele so mbe duwala mbe ka kendo soto ka kayga kayga ma aba
thank you so much talibo
alhamdulillah sidi ba fala mole ko juma mubarak ala mabe bi jumo fananto mbe duwala fanan fo ala simma be juma jamal mbe allah taala tendula ngam murunan jang koteke mbe na mol konton na men yalon kon non le denta panelo nyinna ablay me konton diro ke sainte mba konton na kana konton diro futete fama men kita bayoti ba fanan konton na bake nene kata MC nolu be konton na ke
tembo ba konton na do go men you are na jele ibo yalo nyile la pomodi boy tabu ke yalo talo wite
no okay let me ngane konton silang
ibo konton na
konton bake parce que
iba folo ko kontanta abi doku ba men you are lafta ya ko wala nyam
yo lafta même fula mole wala nyinti ko kontanta bake ka bayo je ay bori sila kendol kam basi banko kan president baro mele doku abala man bata ala moto man tinya atata wurta jeto sandum ko ya jibe
ya talo fo nyama je bedu masulo ka tamu suto fo mo
no
ini ala tema na mo le mutude
ani
nteje fo le ka tamu
teje dame baral na la drive so ngadal la drive me yal samba ni mbabala ta drive dolam de
non
kale ayal yinin kale yin silo ni jomala yin dada kay bar wala yin silo dada
driver
akoy
dole driver
akoy do ko balu lal na son kata
ani talbo ani
okay anyway ba yoda na basele na wuri ka mo je so contenta bake parce que
Allah basu sare dum wala silo dada
ibe dada kan
musa kuro ga mum pale wala ko sare wala kayra ba jawre silo le tay fora so ko ayalo al silo te fora so album wala
silo bondi balate ma ba fula fatoto basi nga bu silo bondi jimbetal basi ngol wala ya kala mudal de itelu ma kala muda bare men kada basi ngol yolo bare
ma ko lo bina
jama
wala ko lo sama lo bi
ko lo aw senu ko atelam
ani kana fu ani de kana fu sai itani ala tema ya talbo ku gil ngeen kam ko kontani la ko
barole yaki
man bar sa
bar bida bota je fo yaki no le
ani bari imana ko mon kamen funko jumale ta
barole yaki minister
ani baroma
barole yaki ni baroma ke minister ta titano
amman bala wala anyway the program wonya
yo so sa be mol konton nak ke tendu ke jay sidi be kontande ni
be kontande no bi hani bi me se wore
me nji fon 16 years 16 years
no
political
content nya TikTok you know kasaya la fungo kina you know na ke baya go kasaya ko man mbar muso ko la fera ke non ni mama yo la mbar muso kan
sidi Afo UDP la comment dolye men be comment section. Afo e mbal kontona liwura. Ndari kontona.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Sidi. Sidi no talibu mun na mole.
No la molam.
Talibu mun na mole. Talibu mun na special mole. No special mole. Alors, MPP, you know, kono special mole be muriel. But talibu mun na super special mole. But o Martin na mboka nyo peteng.
Ninga mo mama na waro do ngafo alam tan kasara jam.
Yeah, so memo be ko na Sidi na ala tentu bak alhamdulillah sum alhamdulillah bimu lunkum ma baretinte alen bi arjumo lon arjumo me ya lon ko gambien ko lafta menna ala o sotondi woto warjumo nyanta kala arjumo me ya lon ko nyanta kurano karan la kamino karan ko nyanta ninkili yafa o kola Ben more control Abdullah, I think since we went to I mean
this
DMC.
Is our first time.
This is our first time since we went to DMC. Okay.
No, not DMC now.
Oh, sorry, I forget. Going to phone your telephone. The phone goes it's not DMC now. It's so-called Unite. So I say congrats. I mean, it was not my wish. I wish, we are together. Because of your level of understanding in issues, you understand, and the love I saw in you about the country and Bankowe development. My dream was to be with you, Kanyimbo, Adambaro Bondi. But nevertheless, your choice is your choice, and I say congrats. And then let's keep fighting. You understand? Viewers should back it's been a while. Lavin has always been here. I mean, I didn't know. I couldn't know kind of now block it. What know what you know, we are that person. I mean, Tonya later all. So, Sidi, if I'm baffled, I am back. The viewers should be content. Baffled. I likes. Likes is very important. In Facebook, in live stream, the kicker. You understand? You can like press pop. It makes everybody to see, everybody to know what's happening. It takes the life viral. So kalu from back, I like introduction of yeah. So people contact back. Be more contact me. Nyana win wala
okay.
But you are early. Nyana win wala. Be paro buto you are.
All right.
Very simple.
All right.
Continue.
All right. Thank you so much. Me tente na wala fe drum kali alo.
Slowly, kande slowly.
Kande.
Slowly.
Kande nata slowly. Kande.
All right. Thank you so much. Ñu mo flo bi ko content da mendi da malalo. Nga tenten drum kali alo nyame ma lokung nka mo kelin soto jam miya lonko naka kol kacha nka nyinin ka ko do la miya lonko abe dendim banko la kola fo politiko le bang nke be kacha jande andum bi fana nga luntan soto jam miya lonko akamunta politiko kono atoma nukon gambia banko kanjang aframan satale nanata politiko la fanala ala londo fana lukata baki financially nanata na fulo la karola molemati miya lonko akamunta abe patio mento nyin temben na wolemu the United Democratic Party memu UDP mbadi ngol binda lunta mente drum wolemu Alhagie Mamadi Kurang bi ngatela sodo di Grand Bantaba programme to nalbe ku jamale kacala nyim programme to jang aliya lonne ko Mamadi Kurang adabe mol kono men ya lonko kamunta IEC ila nyin ma erero mi alon ko yoro kenum adabe mol ko men yalon ko UDP la mol ko men yalon ko ya expose ñu ñim banko kan andum fang ay tata num fanan banko ka tonkon nano to ka mol ñininka ani banko dingol nanata political la fanala grassroots politics kamunta Kurang be num underground mba ñininka la le kamunta gambe dingol be mune fokan right now waranto ye mune foye lañu fintol men yalon ko ye wala keteng ani well of course ma kol men yalon ko ibe kere ñim banko kanjang mbe Kurang mba ñinin kala ñimbela but follow mba dun dala drong ani njama ñoo konto Mr. Kurang ñe dia ko teke
yes Sidi, so before after introducing Karamo Ba so even fan ala will not introduce you understand even not introduce he's a big man so his name is Professor Alhagie Mamadi Kurang commonly known as Karamo Ba ye kay karamo ba aboro londi buntung banko la kan même kudam bankoti ay men ke nyim banko kam mobe ya lonne ay fonnin cew men karandi professionnel kam mecho dila bibe balukala be do ko la from the office of the president kana duma a set of mo wulum won an seti nyim banko kan the first professional school nyim banko kan me ya lon ko well known by Jollof Tutors was formed at atele mood me ya lon ko atele ya lo nyim banko kan jang. So the man who is coming to speak right now is no other person but Professor Alhagie Mamadi Kurang. The mic is with you.
All right.
Professor and with problem.
NPP problems.
Kurang bismillah.
Abaraka bake sidi nge kontong nge la moy la be kontong nga ila panel sol fan kontong mais alon ko ni platform sociale before Bojang mfamatale but I'm pleased to be here with you na mo fanang talibo nka follow bakele and nka enjoy bakele na be platform odo so being contenta na e benjang Baya Sonko namo ante mbota kiri karala ulo kono mbelem benta jang koteke I'm looking forward to a very interesting discussion.
Thank you. Wala kurante drong akamunte bi atele mun lunta di Grand Bantaba programme to ngatele soto bi ko ngafu nyame mbo ku jamala kacala bot ngadu mola da kono drong me alon ko nyin tembenna mbole folo kacala folo jandin kadum interview fon kono ni Mr Kurang nan hakido bakang aliya jale num fang lo kun tambilala kibarol fintita ko United Democratic Party e withdraw tale coalition kacha mi alon ko wole be kering Gambia banko kanjam but then ngajele well of course ya konyin aketa feti mi alon ko tenelungola ya sabatin la ninkomo it is official party la nyatom kolu adaba kono memmu ila Alpha Bati His Excellency lawyer Usenu ANM Dabo aketa moti mi alon ko adara diamu banko dingol ya anin kibatala men alon ko wolle bentaje ka UDP la position memmu la lodu lati ka itandi membe dendi nyin coalition kacha mi alon ko well of course wole bitaka mi alon ko wole Mr Daboti ku jamal le fota nyin coalition nyin fon kono waranto kuma jamal le press conference to membe dendi ila withdraw wala coalition nyim fon kono akamunta akonyin achocho warta bake kabonan karo dantan wala kata fo kara dolla dolbe je men yalon ko iko UDP ye right decision le ta pour kaje ko kabonyin coalition kono bawo nibe dun kan kacha kono yaje ko kacha akamunta abita kan aninya la nyami yalon ko amanta ku ise bono je bawo jama ko mem fo wala mu itolle mu the biggest opposition party de banko kanjam but then dol fanan kam mem fo wala mu UDP well of course ni yalon ko tenten na muni atin na ye kacha nyim fongo damuta akamunta debate nyim asembo warta bake but then jandin kana ablay kam Mr Kurang you give your opinion on that side UDP ila official withdrawal ya kele tenel lungola kaiten de banko dingola ko they are no more part of the coalition mune mula reaction oti nyim fana
ya baraka bake siri ngamira saying ninkumu nsafo ko debating akono fanutale so much so that mobe alone member caring
yeah.
You know bao UDP la party leader ya be farman sandile kunun at the press conference andu moli ajele momo nyanna nyola time waste la bao one of the key differences me alon ko wole fangmu difference between UDP nin dol tema wala nyinti ko party led or candidate led but it also momorondin coalition obe tambindila inyanta ila party bulala le resign ila party to yellow as an independent candidate o dia momansia because already ngajele example o membije ni aje bi mbenyin kilis kalaso bekono 2016 ngamole tambindi me alonko independent candidate le mati andum already gambiano be ajele problem o keta menti bawo nga kankura bondile anatake wuri kafunya fambonditi a fansum patiolo you know and au patio fan ka banko tamandi nyame wala problem o to wala tin opposition lafta kafula nyoma ka bondi so ni be a mistake okay already why munatin dalila atine bela mistake or repeat so it all ko candidate led dol ko party led and ma reason je me ya dalilo me ya tine ba fula ko ni candidate o be lola yela party bula but even before that, candidate or party led, mo jamal bije wolko hana atara party and numbers soto. Numbers don't count. Obe fana ngaji be ko ilafta UDP le discount la. Bawa yalone ko in terms of numbers. Any kind of numbers you talk about. Any kind of numbers. Number of voters in previous election, number of MPs, number of councillors, number of chairmen or mayors, number of political rallies. This is statistics that you conducted in the past 5 years. Number of money in Dalasi that you spent in the five years. You can prove it. You cannot be having one meeting in Farafenye in the whole of last 3 years, and then you come and said, I have spent 10 million on 15 rallies. Is there any evidence for that? So you cannot prove it. But ntesinano lenkoeko nga meeting talu leke last 2 years. O meeting talu lo nsi evidence yitandila le. Meeting aketa dameng a video lu aning activity menketa je. Andu nsa number funtindi eno le dapanso menketa je. That's proof. That's rational. That's evidence. So nigo numbers don't count. The moment your numbers wipe out, there's so many things that wipe out. Number of meetings, number of rallies, number of people, number of money. All that you can know. So what did they do? Couldn't party leader explanation now understand. You know, near numbers bondage, they went from rationality to emotionality. They went from objectivity to subjectivity. Munati nango. If you take away numbers, number of MPs, number of councillors, number of meetings you hold, amount of money you hold, all is not important. Then what do you fall back on? You say, we need a candidate with integrity. Can you prove it? So yeah, your party leader is a lawyer. Yesterday he is ridiculing you for saying integrity. How do you prove? Because everybody, in 20 people benta o tabulo kang. More 20 people kono. I'm the most honest man as far as I'm concerned. Jumala bitaje ayafoko Bayo is honest than me, even though I am honest.
Do you think this is a direct shot to the party? To your party leader?
Because Yalong, you muddy the water when you want to exclude people who have the rational credential. Ika kuolbe jahasele ni lafta Yalong ni ab tilindi. Iko 1, 2, 3 mba besla wala kang. Imal Yalong na besta kanko UDP lebe lead la. Ibe kuol natural ya be dundi tuwabol ko nyadi if you cannot convince them.
Confuse them.
Confuse them. So they want to confuse the Gambian voter, the opposition voter, by saying we need a candidate with integrity, but we don't need a candidate with 10 MPs. That's what it means. If you say numbers don't count, you come with integrity. Or by saying, lafta candidate lela meya lonko 2016 coalition onying adama mbula mol kono meya atinya. Do you even agree that atinya tale? Tumale atinya. How are you going? That is so subjective. Where is the objective evidence? So, molme yalong go to molbe jigiri tolela ko ka banko dila. Wolka diamu nyanya ma me yalong ko hani primary school reasoning is not acceptable. You understand? Ko ning nyimeye coalition otinya 2016 odama nyana tarlaje. Imutane ko hani patio me yalong ko I 20 million spent in the last 5 years or 100 million spent in the last 5 years. It's a lot of money. You have a medical doctor, chartered accountant, where they pay you thousands of dollars per day. And then you leave all that. Then you go and concentrate on the politics, 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days in a year. Somebody come and tell you that is zero expense. What minto dunia minto mafan? You are a lawyer. And then you spend all that man hours where you bill your clients. Ila client or you can't bill every hour that you spend on their job. You leave all those clients. You go to the field. You campaign. Imutana moka for numbers don't matter. The number of hours you spend in the field don't count. I can sit in Banjul in a hotel and I form my party. Ngana party of formula 1 month ago. Ite la party of 30 years. Despite yemembe spend, yemembe mobilize, wale time yemembe spend. Onyawo nyaranding itebe 10 votes le sotola ninti nyindo be 10 votes le sotola. I mean, where is the democracy? Is that logic? Woman logical. So imutana ko there are other stakeholders. Yenyineke you call men kan kawale foye. There are other stakeholders. Stakeholders wala mund a model bijele wol maybe party table but we see in a stakeholder maybe negotiator or somebody me alon ka nena man rally commandi but nyanta parliamentary seat talale nga reservoir the Sanimentary constituency no mari nyabe wala ka a seat should be reserved. Oh, so you are negotiating or you are on the table, you have nothing to offer, but something has to be reserved for you. Which chapter of democracy did they get that from? That's abuse. That's disenfranchisement. You are excluding people without even giving them the chance to vote in a particular constituency because you reserve that constituency for a particular person. So nyulle mu quality me yalon ko ye kafu nyoma, right, inata yala UDP koto. Obviously, UDP, the only rational decision is in menkeno. Wala mnyintiko, nyinko lisono mu waste time leti. Ba ontol lolu mbe campaign la kunu ne mbota wulo kono. The week before that fana mbe wulo kono. Na ata fana nini mbota wulo kono. Every day we are doing something. We are organizing people. We are spending resources. Mbenna time was spent kang. Itol na ata iko alu nyina obela. Ninsita tabulo kan natol kanya. Something amenje wolom. There is a lot of political opportunism, right? I'm not man ke politician but opportunism. Me alonko ma for everybody. I'm saying small means some people. Opportunism wolom nyinti ko iti alonko imang invest. Imang invest. Even in a partnership, simple partnership CD. Ninko go let's form a small telecenter or call center and thing. I bring 100,000, right? And I'm spending all my time kasi je samanda faularo. Ita be siring ibe ataya mi na jana. Inata ko profit on nyanda tarala. Hani din me alon ko be grade 9 ita sonna.
Mr. Kurang ngajele Mr. Mane me alon ko atara represent nyum coalition kacharo. Ala diamo kono press conference blaro ay nyim foko ako me alon ko wole mu coalition spokesperson te memo Mr. Martin ti ako Martin nata ayatara siring ateni lare ani mofula kote me alon ka kate wol tofala ako and Martin ya mem fa wole mu coalition nyum coalition no bita kan kule but then they need to look at the double factor mane nyum kuma kon fo ako but then kabira ka we need to look at the double factor aka jabi mena wole mu what double factor so do you think as the coalition spokesperson has he been fair or neutral nanata nyim coalition kachao
one rotten potato in a bag full of so the Martin factor is the problem now in the coalition. The Martin, according to how this is explained, if it's because what is the emotionality, the unobjectivity, the irrationality. Candidate jibe kafoko ha lawyer dabo manyanda tarra nying mol kono menyanta tombona. After any objective reason nati ko nyin dalilo le atinna lawyer dabo man tala je. Martin Modi, according to that statement, all lawyer dabo bondije, all candidate no nad on Africa Hanita Lamin attorney van Dr. Mane Fancy Keno candidate. Yeah. I think they want to disintegrate the UDP. Because party, you have to respect. Democracy respect. You are a negotiator. Party sita yela process okay. Iko nyina mun na candidate. What issue do you have with that? Hana atra party member le muiti. The process is already taken and you must obey the process. Sako imanke party member ti, you are supposed to be a neutral person. A neutral person. If candidate doji be kafo go nyinyanta bola jele hani ayatara ala party ya tele choose. So wala tinanko sometimes model kata negotiation olale with ulterior motives, right? And ulterior motives wala mnyintiko ye fenne soto ikono me ya lonko aning hakilo mantanyola. It doesn't go with logic because logic momenti nimu negotiate oti inata patiyele me moment dealer iko lafta nyine ken candidate ibo le accept la ba ikata la min Dr. Mane ka fa ko al nali lo abda bonde nasis negotiate. Martin ye mum powerless to do that. Martin don't even have a political party. Martin don't have a political movement. Martin don't have a political group. Martin is a lone voice out of 1.something million voters. How can Martin say who should represent a particular party in a coalition negotiation? Yalo nying atondi fa nying irrationality and emotionality and bunch of lies ye men surround around lawyer Ousainou Darboe. Il after I stick that it has been there since Yaya Jammeh time. It's an old Trump came and is much older than lawyer Darboe. And he's running the Biden was there, older than lawyer Darboe. He's running the biggest democracy in the world. Modi of India, older than lawyer Darboe, is running one of the biggest democracies in the world. We know everybody praying for the imam in your house to live longer. Why? Because of wisdom. So why should you jealous an old man of the wisdom he have and what he has worked for throughout his life? You have no reason just to hate somebody, and then you come, he said he shouldn't be a candidate. He shouldn't have the democratic right. So it shows that the negotiator is biased. He is not democratic, if that is a true story. He's not, and I trust Dr. Mane. And because we see these tendencies in people like Martin, trying to say that there is a... Sirfo is here. Martin told Sirfo. I'm saying that they have these tendencies. So this tendency we concluded as to break UDP. Is to come up with this kind of wild suggestion that UDP democracy is not important. Al lawyer da bondi ale donati. Fenti ye na manke hasidi ati lawyer londo sotole more than any of the candidates I can think of. Ala experience, ala knowledge, and most importantly, iko integrity memfo. Diningel bijane meli alon ko kunu ne dunta politics. They have big question mark of integrity. Mo me politiko kono for 50 years or 30 years. Intensive politics, fighting a dictatorship, and then fighting the current government, and still now no proof, not even a reasonable allegation of corruption, and then you are talking about comparing his integrity to 5-year experience. If you want to have integrity, at least there should be a lifetime to prove your integrity.
Okay, Kurang, finally on that part, right now, officially, sabatitally, UDP withdraw tale sai wo mukulati mialo ko sabatitale UDP botale ngajele mialo ko wolum coalition la chairman oti I letter sending personally thanking UDP and the GDC, meaning GDC fana withdraw tale if we are to go by that letter, because GDC la letter of withdrawal among finti social media follow more nyamaje. But then nim coalition la chairman o send waranto aitan dinna it means it is official called GDC fanang idabota coalition kachakona, and this is a party mea lonko based on statistics yirikarola fanala 100,000 plus carte case will be a bulle. Will this coalition move forward without GDC UDP in it?
Yalo resignation odol yani withdrawal odol olmang letter nyininka nibe Manchester dunka red molyaje ibe blue kono. It's a new political party. He resigned to Jana, or he resigned Jana, or Molbafula, he resigned effectively. Or, nibe any opposition be negotiation or any government for Mansa for negotiation at the same time. Hani wodam mandam maya itan leko. Ite you are non in for negotiation or niba for obrima fidae means in good faith. I understand. Ni mo flow be negotiate la. That's the first criteria. Me alongo is an unseen, unwritten criteria. Ko ni mo flow be albe negotiate kan and I mo moronding ibe negotiate be mem fo kan tonyalomu ilatal ko tonyalom and mo si rely kan no ko tonyalom. But say ni opposition be negotiation la, ita de ni mansa fana be negotiation la. Are you negotiating in good faith? That's the first question for GDC. Gambian on nyante nyininkala nda GDC ñu ngi negotiate in good faith bu fekkee ne ñu ngi negotiate ak opposition at the same time si suba si ngoon gaay ñëw negotiate with the government. So this is the first problem. Now if they are not negotiating in good faith, then why? I think that's a credibility problem, and this credibility problem will manifest like in your party militants leaving you. Because wale along what credibility, nobody knows more along credibility member party kono for more than more member party kono. And GDC ngajele exodus. There's been an exodus of former candidates, former MPs, and even current MPs, people like Cisse coming out saying that if you are negotiating with Uncle Sam, which is Barrow for a third term, I'm out of it. So there is a credibility problem of the party. People just say 100,000 votes. There was APRC Noto Alliance that voted for him. How many votes is that? Where is Mama's base that you can say is his base? If you have councillors, you have MPs, your councillors are going or being defeated. Your MPs are going or being defeated. Your chairmanships are going or being defeated. Are you still having 100,000 votes? Be serious, man. Come on. That's not politics. That politics of numbers. So, your numbers are going down. There is a trajectory. Politics mu trend. For politics, they don't say crowd. They say, I am on a momentum. Like how UDP is on a momentum at the moment. So, ika momentum legive Mama from 100,000 when he started, Mama has been losing momentum from day one, since after losing the 2016 elections. Mama's momentum has been going down. There were some parliamentary, GDC's momentum has been going down. The evidences are everywhere. The defections. So, one momentum bit can down. Say, Mome alonga dati 100,000. Abe be lose kan hanse atol ka for Mama has 100,000 votes. Of course, NPP wole fola. Ko Mama has 100,000 votes. But near Mama ala fongo voters nyol bondi NPP kono saying. Mune betulaje. So already Mama is not adding anything. Mama mantara feng lafa kang NPP kang at this moment. You understand what I'm saying? It will be very, I mean, I will not say nothing, but is it as significant as they want to project it? In fact, why is Mama going? Because then NPP is GDC is not able to stand on its own.
Impact this ongoing coalition.
Which coalition? The NPP coalition is a plus for them.
No, not NPP. ADD coalition.
The UDP already has its own coalition. It's out of the talks for the other coalition.
Ninga GDC fana withdraw from them.
From who?
From the coalition talks.
No, I mean, that's why I'm saying that GDC be negotiate kan any opposition, after any government fanambe negotiate kan. So GDP man can negotiate to in good faith. And Tonyalam, yes, opposition will buy miracle nego, opposition will be kala killing it. But Mama Candelata, my party la tap yele. My party has votes, Janakata. Where are they now? By surrendering your party, party yata ya jebal the ruling government ya. Ila credibility has gone down drastically. More vote another opposition, join it with another opposition, because still now you are an opposition, you mean what you say. Because Barrow government is corrupt. Barrow cannot run. Ya Jammeh's government is better than Barrow's government. If you go to another opposition and back them, yeah, there is credibility in what you are saying still. But near for say Ibodaje Imurta Okang, me alonko is worse than Jammeh government. That there is full of corruption. Barrow has not achieved anything. Ijo intaje, Mama is they're going to lose supporters. And say I'm old fan ba je kan neko. Yarfa nyimu game oleti. Nyimu game oleti, mafia game leti. Right, by Mama I remember for discard that akali nyinala I have to the ruling government. Me alonko Gambian ya feel like sign thing, Barrow third term is a no-go area.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kurang. Mine kanne Ablay.
Yes. Love the before I give my little brut. You were talking, Mr. Kurang, about numbers and frequency. The number of times you won elections and at what rate or frequency. If I heard you, is that what you were basically saying?
When I said numbers?
Yes, you said a party that has all the numbers, they won this, they won that, the number of rallies and so on, isn't it? And they have been in the political space for long as well. And truthfully, because of longevity, you can bank on their integrity, their proven track record. I think that's what you are trying to explain.
When I said numbers, I said those who say numbers don't count. What numbers should count in politics?
You said numbers count,
yes.
And not only numbers count, but the frequency of that momentum or that support or track.
No, I was just giving you examples of numbers that count in politics. I say number of elected officials is a count. If you say numbers count. The amount of investment into
agree
politics.
on all that.
And that investment is what I was trying to break down to you.
Yes. Now, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Basically, for me, my understanding is you are talking about numbers and frequency as something that you can bank on or something that you can use as a yardstick.
No, there is nothing like numbers and frequency. Frequency is numbers. Yes.
I can tell you there are no two the same things in the language you are speaking, which is English.
Frequency is
frequency is not
there are
numbers.
sets and subsets.
No. You see, you cannot say they are the same. They are not.
Such
That's
sets.
the truth. Nobody will say frequency is number. It doesn't work like that.
Where
Even
do-
the language
where
you are
do you
speaking,
ever see a
there
frequency?
are no two words in English language that are exact in meaning and every usage.
Do you ever see a
so
frequency?
Even, no, allow me, my boss.
No, do you ever see a frequency without it being a number? That's not a number.
You see, you are sometimes, numbers are used to justify or quantify the frequency, but that doesn't mean they are numbers. Or frequency is number.
Frequency is a number.
Anyway, it's fine.
Frequency is a number.
What is frequency? Define them first.
Listen.
Define frequency.
Bio allow us to have a very nice call. I have listened to him. I'm trying to make a commentary. I want to understand his position.
Yeah, you said.
And for me to understand his position, it is not me to define his position. It is him to define his position.
Okay, do you want?
Then I pick up from there.
Do you want me?
Move on.
Do you want me to define frequency? Can I define frequency?
Define it if you want, because I want to understand. So if you want, you define it.
A frequency is the number of times something happened, such as every day, every week, right? Or 2 times,
Why
or
didn't
3
you say
times.
a frequency is the frequency of frequencies?
No,
why are you bringing number if they are the same?
I said 2 times, 3 times.
No,
daily.
you
Is that
said
not a number?
You brought number in definition of frequency.
Yes, because frequency is a number.
No, it's the same according to you.
Yes.
Then why are you bringing number? Just say frequency is the frequency of whatever.
Monday is a day of the week.
So that is why I'm telling you. You
if I say
cannot tell me.
Monday is a day of the week.
No. If you cannot tell me number and frequency are the same. But that aside, we come to my understanding, because it's like you don't want to tell me exactly what your position is. One, Gambians are not benefiting from all what we are doing here, as in terms of this, number of years, number of this. These are very important things. But Gambians are thinking about crime, about inflation. That is what will solve the problem.
Crime and inflation.
Yes, not all these things.
No, the question.
Allow me, I'm coming step by step. My boss, my brother, I'm coming. We have listened to you, and I have understood your understanding of frequency and number, and I just don't buy it, but I understood it. Now, CD, what I'm trying to explain is, in my understanding, one of the things that the coalition participants or partners weigh against is strength in terms of, let's say, number of rallies, voters, and stuff like that. Electoral evidence, they have that. Now, and frequency. Still, I'm going to use that because he said it's the same. Because I'm using his line of argument to give my opinion.
All right.
Well, if that is the case, it's fine. Based on other argument, would it make sense that somebody who has failed 5 electoral cycles, you still want to bring in? If you want to look at the numbers.
But your party leader said election was
allow me. No, I'm not
biased.
Don't tell me about party leader. I'm telling you about your analysis.
5 elections biased.
Don't bring that. Don't bring that.
No, but it must bring those.
Those are
part of
this discussion for the benefit of the Gambia.
There were elections at gunpoint.
No.
Yes.
Well,
elections.
I want us to do it this way.
Yeah.
Please, you can jot. I have listened to you. You've said a lot of things. Because I understand now you are old.
No, now
you are getting rusty. That's why you are writing everything, because you forget.
That's why your boss left UDP to say that they cannot support Davo.
No.
Because Davo, I am older. No, because the guy. He don't want to answer the question. Answer the question.
It's going to be one of the best programs.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's allow it to flow.
Answer the question.
Yes. So please begin to write because...
No, I don't need to write,
no,
bro.
you honesty.
My brain works faster than you, bro.
No,
Yes.
So what I'm trying to say is, if you bring the argument, okay, numbers, we have this, we have that. Those are all proofs that you want to use in your favor, which is correct. No problem with that. I've never questioned UDP's numbers. I've never taken that away from them. But what I'm trying to explain is, he brought the argument that, why must they take out, for example, Usainu Dabo from that UDP? They want somebody else. If he is a proponent, supporter of numbers, well, the same numbers also so that the same candidate that you are pushing, and you are using the number argument, failed 5 elections. Does it actually resonate with the same argument if they can be pushed? Because if it is numbers,
yes,
this guy has consistently failed for 5 elections. You want to use still that number. What is that number telling you? Something is wrong. For it to be safe, don't you think, based on your argument, I never argue about Usainu or this. I'm using his argument. I want people to understand.
So you're here for Martin.
No, I'm coming. You have said so many things. Allow me. Ala miraro, ala yirikaro diamoto, mbe wole use kan. Kanyinin karo. Number, they are important. And now we're going to use frequency because we're killing it. So moment failed 5 times.
So that's a frequency.
5 times.
5 times is a frequency. No, don't use 5 times is a frequency.
You see, this is well, if you don't want us to go,
go ahead.
No, if you don't want us to go, I will move to the other subset of your argument.
Because you have no.
I mean,
Let him land.
Come on, you can. So now, if this number is what we are to go by, I can National Assemblyman. Okay, what about the number of times a failed amendment? Would it be logical that you still bring him
against a dictatorship?
Okay. So I'm asking that question. I'm not making any judgment.
Okay.
No, leave me.
Based on Atela logic.
Leave me.
Two. If you want to come up with compensatory politics, it's right. It's right.
What's your criteria?
No. My criteria is your line of argument.
No, you cannot be. What is your criteria?
For people to see.
What's your criteria?
What criteria about what?
How to select the coalition leader.
But I'm telling you, you and I have no criteria to select the coalition flag bearer. There was a criteria that was adopted by the same people.
My criteria are
who were in the negotiation. You and I are outsiders. Ndoman criteria soto. Melbe ge bun kono wolle la kuol ke la criteria soto e ka announce be ka je wolto.
What criteria do you support?
So ndoman criteria for.
What criteria do you support?
Aside whatever that is said, I am not giving my opinion based on that. Because you did not ask me based on that. I'm responding based on his line of argument. I understand. Okay. So my criteria is his line of argument.
Oh, you don't have a criteria?
His line. No. People know if I support what or what. People know, and you know it.
That is, you support UMC.
You cannot push me for my line of argument.
What is UMC criteria?
My line of argument is not UMC, not UDP. It's what Kurang gave here as his line of argument and thinking. That's what I'm trying to look at and see it. Not in my interest, but the interest of...
Well, you are a politician, you are a vested interest.
When I come to that, I will. But allow me to first...
No, you cannot separate that from what you say.
Line of... Allow me to dissect your own line of argument.
You are a vested interest.
Your line of argument, anyone sitting here has vested interest to get this country out of whatever it is.
Declare your interest.
So everyone has that. Forget about it. And you cannot push me away. Because see, nobody's going to talk.
No, go ahead.
You will see it different.
Just go ahead.
What I'm trying to explain is simple. When we say compensation, if that is the case, then which other party can even say a word in front of PPP based on that line of argument?
Okay.
These are people that fought for this country in terms of getting us the re-independence, I call it. Anyone who is building anything in this country, you are building it on top of the PPP. Now, if that is the case, must anyone talk? So politics is not that way. It doesn't work like that. Otherwise, people who join parties will have to serve for 10, 20 years before they can become something. Kurang just left PDIS or whatever party he used to have. And today he is basically the mouthpiece of UDP. What about those that were there before him? Why are they not talking? Why are they not giving the relevance that those people who are there 30 years? If in bio that Kurang met in UDP is calling him Karamoba and celebrating him, why is bio not celebrating? Based on this line of argument, why is bio not celebrating the people who founded the party? They don't even have a seat on the Grand Bantaba.
Because every day I
now, if his argument is, oh, if you are there for so long, you should be paid. Well, we can go with that logic and see whether
he's lost.
Whether
this man is lost.
PPP.
Come on, Abla, you need help. You're lost, Abla.
Bro, I'm too smart. I'm too smart for you, Abla. You're too smart for you.
Go ahead.
You see, you have to make sure your panel is in order. I was listening to them. If they want to listen to me,
listen. Just go ahead.
That is their problem. But I'm not going to.
They will listen.
You see, I want this to be clear. Lolo buka fa fa ye ndele tale. O manke lolo ti because mo be lolo la le rolone. You understand? Let's talk based on our opinion and let's not be offensive. But if you want to take that route, billahi, nobody can do that better than me in this country. That I can tell you. What we are discussing here is national matters, not party. I'm too way high for party. I'm for country. If you come to party, I can go wherever I want. But when it comes to issues, I analyze them based on Amadi Diamtanyame. So, nite ko mo batatale. Gambia, mele asamba wall market for historical purpose. Farmers le Gambia samba wall market. Dunia Gambia long farmers only. Wala samba wall market. Tell me, any seat is reserved for those farmers in the National Assembly. Yet we claim they are the backbone of our economy. Well, we are doing compensatory politics. Let's go.
So farmers should be flag bearer?
Those people who are not sleeping just to make sure you, me, President Barrow is safe. How much are you paying them? They are also doing politics. Because politics, the bedrock of it and what finances it is taxpayer. And everybody is paying tax. So everybody is a politician. Because you are propagating politics. State affairs. How much are you paying them? So, are we using our national politics to compensation based on this line of argument? Because that doesn't happen even in the UDP. You have people that just came. Dr. Mane, can somebody show me the Mr. Mane? Actually, he has clarified he's not a doctor. But can anyone show me the video of Dr. Mane fully participating in politics before now? But why is Dr. Mane so prominent? Well, we are still going to his idea, compensation. He has to be there for long. Is that the logic?
Did I mention that word?
No, I'm telling your line of argument.
Did I mention compensation?
Well, if you say people have been there before you, and they should get that which you constitutionally qualified to get.
Did I mention?
Irrespective of whether you are 16 years, 18 years, or 30 years. The law did not say you have to be a Gambian for 30 years for you to become. Now, if you believe you are a lawyer, you believe you are a constitutionalist, why are you propagating such in politics? Meaning, if you suffer too much, then we will give you. Even if it is not in the interest of national interest. Because that is what his line of argument points at. I'm not accusing and I'm not doing this analysis based on outside. I'm doing it based on what my brother said here.
Okay.
So we need to be careful in our politics. Nobody can downplay the contributions of UDP and Usenu Dabo, Bayo Sonko, Talibo, even UCD. Because all these politicians that are talking, Sada Daniel, including me, when I begin to receive. Because see, the Itala Dalaso Emenjo Vanoto will let our politicians also survive in me. Farmadum, many Kafenke, Alabone Diwala. Why but I mean, it's a one politician of Fanantala Noba. So, that line of argument, political. I'm not saying, this for a party or so. Any party that uses it is wrong. Because
Abla, talk about
and that's not nature.
The coalition.
You understand? No. Your line of argument, don't mind. Me, I'm a very weak brain. Allow me.
The coalition,
I'm giving you a chance. I'm a weak brain.
have
Allow
criteria.
Me.
Talk about
Now,
the criteria for the
did you ask
coalition.
about coalition criteria here for your information? I told you he's rusty. He's not even remembering the questions.
What do you mean?
Just
You
go
did
ahead.
not
Just go
say
ahead,
anything
Abla.
about coalition criteria.
I said about the criteria.
No, you
one.
said before you talk, they asked you.
Yes.
What you are even talking about? They don't ask you that.
No, wait
No,
a minute.
I see. You don't say
Just go ahead, Abla. Just go
So
ahead.
please, you are rusty. That's why you're taking pen. We are young brains.
I love
very
my
smart.
pen. I love my
We can
pen.
remember. We
Right.
don't take these things. We listen. We are still there. Please take a back seat.
Smart.
Abla,
Talk of
you
smartness.
can tell me this.
Smartness.
We-
Show your
we
smartness.
move.
You
So
using pen
from
in this
that
platform.
angle.
What change?
Prove your smartness.
Abla, it completely changed.
No.
Prove your smartness.
You calling him rusty brain? What happened to your brain?
Prove your smartness.
No, he
Bye.
said he is
Just-
smart.
no,
Why did
no.
you say about it? He said he's smarter than me. Why
I'm
did you talk
a
about it?
professor, bro.
Just calm down.
Right?
Silvo,
I'm a
Alright,
professor.
No, let's clear. No,
Talk about the topic, bro.
No,
Right?
Well, I am remembering.
What is the criteria for the coalition that you prefer?
Okay, wait. I have had your question, and I will never forget it.
That's the topic of
But
the
I want to
day.
remind you that you have forgotten what you have even been asked. Nobody made.
No,
mention
that's
of
not
criteria.
your business. Let the
That
host tell me
shows how
that.
rusty you are.
Right?
Well, you are not the guy to dictate.
Since
You are
I
not the
came,
host.
since I
You are
came,
not
you
the
say
moderator.
rusty. You say
No,
rusty.
Abla.
Kurang
Abla.
no, Sidi, no,
listen.
No, I can
Abla is confused.
No,
Abla
you
is
can go ahead.
confused.
You can continue.
You are
You are confused.
the national champion of political
yeah.
confusion.
No, Abla, you can continue. You can proceed.
Allow me.
Yes,
Allow me.
you can proceed.
I cannot proceed like that.
Abla is lost
Who is the
completely.
host here?
I am.
Are you not the one who is giving questions for people to answer?
Yes.
Then why is Gwen dictating what I should respond to and which question I should
But I'm
respond?
asking your
Tell him to
criteria.
take his role.
No,
Gambians
want to know your criteria. Tell him to take his role. No,
If he wants to
you want to have a nice
interject,
program.
if he want to interject, he will interject.
Yes, but interjection doesn't
Yes.
mean he has
Go
to
ahead.
dictate what I answer to and what I don't answer to.
Yes,
What's
go
your
ahead.
Can you
criteria?
tell him? That's why I said he's
Abi-
rusty.
Abi-
Tell him.
Abi-
You guys
Abi-
identify.
What's your criteria?
Good.
Go ahead.
Now we move on. Well, I will not respond to you because you don't qualify to ask anyone here.
It's
I'll
a
listen
debate.
to
It's
this
a
one.
debate.
So now what I'm trying to explain is these two angles are all based on Atella, all human. Coming to the third aspect, CD, I honestly believe, this is a distractor. Who said what at the coalition? Who did not say? Who agreed? Who did not agree? Human beings cannot agree. For one thing at one point. No, that's human nature. Now, whatever that happens at the coalition, I am not there, you are not there, he's not there. We all had OC publications. That is fine. What concerns Gambians and all serious political parties right now is how do we make sure we get crime down, inflation down? That's what matters to all of us. How do we bring money to Gambians' pocket? Not the opposition saying he said that, somebody said that.
So how do we select a
We
flag
have
bearer?
gone beyond that. If now, CD, you ask me, what do you think about the coalition going forward, which is part of the questions.
Yes.
So I'm responding to what has been asked. Now, I can tell you this. Whether you have 88 parties going for coalition against one, they are all going back to Gambians. It's up to Gambians. To decide what they want. Because Bago, with all his Grand Alliance and Taliban, he is all the time on the, on the ground, looking for the same. One party also is going to do that. So that anyone who tells you it will go, it will not go, you are just trying to be prophesizing. The truth is, anyone who has whatever coalition, you still have to go back to Gambians. What about this island? So I cannot say at a time. All I can tell you is, it is left to Gambians.
That's the way forward.
Ablai, do you think this is an advantage to the oppositions, Kafara? Do you think this is an advantage to the oppositions right now compared to the incumbent me alonko right now?
Well, it's natural that this is not an advantage to the opposition. Because what we have from research, surveys, or whatever findings that are published is, you have a greater chunk of decision makers who are undecided. Imam decision making, imam fem muta follow ka foko ine be muta gimbulu. And you also have what you call hard voters or supporters and soft. Don't be, we have most of it is soft. Amanjo maybe two cooking the ko anole. Mbeta la nyine to for election lungo. Most of the Gambian voters are soft. Meaning there is a chance that Isela mind change only. But when Isela mind change in the about kono fanan opposition or la nying nyo sabo aning kambelia. Naturally, they can lose interest. I'm not talking about loyalists.
Undecided.
What grows our politics is not that. It's what people, soft voters, what they think at the end of the day. And so, Walentola Nikuyati as opposition and people that love Gambia, including all of them, because they know where the country is headed, it's not the right place. And anytime, anyone, why do people go to court? They go to court because you think it's your right, you think it's his right. Well, in the political negotiation, all them voters all fana alki negotiate le. Don't character not because they even love you, but because of another reason. So what I can tell you is it's not our advantage. We still have a chance, but it's not our advantage. Because don't be are getting disinterested and of course, whatever, because they feel you know nyanta support iman ke killing iman sobia in koto. So for that beginning. So my opinion is opposition should put their house in order. But if their house is not in order, well, Gambians who are politicians are still coming back to you, Gambians. No, you know what is important for you. You do that.
All right.
More tanteng in bankuntimbere tam. But more people make a diam because poor I bet ya. Even MPP, whatever. So in total carton let Danny with his voters. When we come back to you, you can decide.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Ablai. Talibo?
Yes. Baraka baga sidi. Garden jibonda ni samana raka da hale.
Ote kana diam bayo.
Talibo, where mune firi? Where mune firi?
Tilka doko rebe tala be jobi la be garden no bonda. Ni samana da lume. Ida kada hale.
Ikada hale.
Ikada hale. Mental benda abu na sai.
So akamna UDP la withdraw wo diarali.
No, Gambian call be nyanda men jela sai. Wala mu ikantul chocho menna. Ngamira kankan ñu lata mol kan kaje ko. Opposition fana ni woto mantar banko la ko. Yibe banko la ko. Fe man simple pour ka wo coalition o candidat. Fende man simple woti. Fo jamala be ñum bulu bam. Fo jama war man dunu be ñum bulu bam. Bar ni atar ko atul ko allaftal pour ka banko le ta ñaato ali nga deñ nga wo man sakunda bondi my friend nte mbeji fopla hanni jamala be mbul nga mo tambinde hanni do mande wolom wala ni ndemu do mande wol ba fala ñina mu waramat du karal nga to warama fu ngara fo ke wala ma fodi ni wolom ba
Amad ba ko baro ya diala
bar même bije wolom ñinti ko aka fo dale to bara daji ko tiji okay ibe ñi be kacha kamena wala mu coalition la fom nya facto jamal le bije pour mbeta ngata bula ñi dingo kon my friend bor nya jamal bije ni atar ko ñi don ko jamal babulu okay ñi don ko duma dewna babulu bar mo babulu me alon ka foko ina na ma bore woko ha al nga jibere ke baw ñi do ka borne utal nga ñi doon jibe bam ñi na jamaay la kan yalla wal ñanta bin na kan bolo babu ñi doon fanan ko he e kam mbori ñaaw ñaa bari jamaa ben tel bulule barate law du man din me alon ka foko hani na conséquence kil wala siatal telti he du kara linde man na mo me alon ko wala me ta je nga tray at fana ya jema ay ke fe a jemdi o fana sikke no man din kol ko nya moye te tonya fula tonya fula man fute nyala no nati nyala drebe tonya fula so même bi je dro wala ñinti ko be la patiologie ma bankoje ni bankoje billahi hani within 30 minutes nin political party will bend they can form a coalition in Nyaton Kotombo.
Does this mean Koila president is vindicated?
Yalong
I predicted before.
Yalong ndefawna nga fojande lumena o coalition
in chairman yeah.
Mbalo.
Yeah, Yaro.
Is it Mbalo?
Professor Yaro Mbalo.
Yalong ni be mo fana mbulala tombondiro kono. Mo jibe me yalong ko politicien lomu ay santo to male ay capitalo to male ay nyimbanko politiko kuru kara. Abe molla mindset nying about understand lale in politics. Yeah, the politics is all about mindset of the people. Molla mindset nying ikawole read. But wo nana mang dum political party kon. Yo kumandi ko ke coach. Football on ya moy ko mom coach. Wallahi ninki la fonte ma ay fenna lom politico kon. From there until along ko coalition on nyimbe fellale. Na fa fa ele jam ko ma fa.
So iba vokane coalition on nyaton kol menu tombonta.
Yes.
Wole atina nyinkam
Martin is not a politician. Martin mu loyalty rek. You understand? And no man dum politics kono akadiam political ba man political long. That mbalo fanan the same thing. So Walter Tombondro kenu la party ndum party bato. Go 2016 ngajele janay si. Many along ko intellectual politician on la ya katale fang pour que coalition lo nyim banko kanjang. I korita ba in jamme ama for 2016. But 2016 not to moment. Ini be ajele oje Halifa Sallah UDP la nyaton ko ya jele ka foko to nya mbita kan nembe keba ya kan hani sai mam femma odo alinga jibe nga bula nga decision on nati ta prime minister la bili ta prime minister la be ajele menkete je PPP la dol bije la delegate dol bije wol mu UDP la a bending kila fontaine bili ko alinga mol nati
PPP
Yes. That's the fact.
NCP la model BJ. They are UDP.
Yes, that's the
And
fact.
by you are aware of that?
Yes.
You understand?
And I said it. I said it in platform.
And in your opinion, that was clean politics?
What? What clean what
I'm asking, I'm just asking.
No, what do you want to talk about? Look,
No, he is repeating
yes,
something.
He's repeating something.
I'm asking whether that was the right clean politics and was fair. I'm asking because you are bio for clean politics and bio for fairness.
Yes.
I'm asking whether you're aware of that.
No, I said to you, I was aware of it.
Okay, good. But I will continue.
Okay, yaje NCP ni UDP itole NCP ni PPP itole UDP lo idunda nyoko no jam bring yela patiol nati ibeta te the same people le nati wala nandi baro winda Ahmad Ba anole lota ngamira Ahmad Ba la delegates be ibe karto fay Ahmad Ba le
But I think I did it lose about Ahmad Ba lost about 2-3 votes.
70
no, I'm not 70 so that Ahmad Ba got 69.
Okay, very good.
Halifa Sallah mbatu jaye koyde Ahmad Ba la delegates will be bota NRP.
Yes. But PPP NCP
Wall
UDP lati
ye bonna UDP.
Ha.
Okay.
You understand? So ye tombondiro ketenne fo we know keta. Imagine men nata ke o coalition o nyin kono. UDP nata ntandi ka foko itelle majority londi baro is there baro.
So in that way, do you think the primaries was fair?
Madam mina ka yele.
It was more than the word fair.
Wala atinandi.
I'm asking.
I want
ani sai wala atinandi pour ka nyin coalition do tombon when a big party is existing aka kolea party ni bulo kono. Wala nyindi ko ni tata ibidesi solo konkon na nyaka fo ko itelle siatandi balam fe ka understand
yeah
because man din ko ala fele wayetire la bara la ba kan nyanda wut la borot la UDP la parti ba men ya ntandi parti ni la lat ni coalition fo moto is there right bar parti non fana na silo parti ba nyina is there right wala na din ko ni ya moy ko ite tonya fula may tare ni momo ndin ka politiko nyum krosi silandale tartaje dabo fana nala moli silata munila wolom nyindi ko yalo ye kudole ke barola bata UDP le everybody nobody can deny that and the UDP la effort atinan le baro tamita wala mu nyim PPP delegation dila and other baro fam
way sembo di barola kata
yes bar kabra tamita tumomen ha fa kata president Bring PP UDP la Congress nada. Jomale nada lo kote ke kake UDP la flag biarati. UDP la nyaton ko olum loya usen num kunda daboti. So nyim paten din do ba fodon beta nyine jibe la ko nimbota yente tombo. Ntambita mbebola UDP la. Kodi? So nim tombo ndir kote nada. The same UDP can say imu independent itarale. Ibe pati nyaton kadole tombona. Nyimbe ki da faro akatar politiko kono politiko mu korosir dulale
so nyaton kol ma nyum fanal la faham
ha ibe la korosir dulale je ibe la korosir dulale bare korosiro me ikafo ibe nya be lori men kay kam même foy dato wote sondo mo kono wala mu banko nyinti kafo banko be tinyakan kafo banko dunda bul jawolo kono anyanda bola bul jawo kono wo kafo dale to barate sondo mo kono na kete sondo mo kono woy there's no cost
Albe compromise.
Albe compromise like immediately. Yet na kodi foro ben bulo kono be kulun kono. Iko kodi foro lo musadati. Ka jolom ba kono bete. Boy mba mbem bulu kono ndum kuntula mba fayla. Bulu kono ndum no titala. Ndefo nga eta. Ala si bulu kono ndindo dinna wallahi nga jara fote.
Okay.
Barje atol ko baro manu. Baro nyanta bola jele. Atel man kwale sono fom no. Boy gambe ko nyanta fendi la telal natel tata natel masa kunda lo no sabale be kala je
ngwa kanta ya politiko sia
no sabale be kala je so wala tinandi nyin coalition ko sai gambian kol be bo katole ya understand alliance aussi ke no la ni la tan na ko ndelam waramati e be dunyala nyinnal ko ndem waramati na ye kafuma
so ya ko talibo ko nyum coalition abitala nyatole despite UDP GDC ila findoje
la ilaha illa ni nyim parti floti je aboko ko la draw comme ni nyambo ko man ke bandul mel na kana sije kadwa ke draw wala wota political fond yandi no la ade kera kwarti kwal abe kala so ko coalition ti draw ko woto coalition ti
alright
bari parti ba ni Gambia banko kanjanga parti fla drum kanyantale
so ngajele
même bije fanan drum UDP fanan si ku kilin keno parti bala muti metale structure so at everywhere bari mu fen kilu men be block no wato dole fanan pour ka falen balance diet o ka sotole
wala ñwan
dabo balance diet ka sotole wari do di ben ci no tabi ñen katam ke ye tu konke fonko doke bari black kilu yetar mun na black kilu amam koy akana ñine nati image do fanam farcité ila parti wala talib ni ya fana na ko jibe afana nata ay mindset men so wolom ñinti ko lefta falendro na UDP ko bara fana mboyta dami wolom ñinta ñandal lola le congrès ñe banga ñal yaji bera erreur so dole political scene
wala na nyata ka compromise
this is it
that's the only thing
wala mo
it's not a battle of rights ni nyinke no ndeta
yeah.
Let's forget about that. Let's see the country.
Baro imagine me ya nini dole ya nini ayeka ku pour ayeta
na ma woke na dita
politician no bele ka okay
batu dron ya understand men na ku kala hani UDP ni ko be lala baro kan abe welcome la
red carpet
same thing with UDP
ya understand yo bari hada to nyaabe dame UDP lo mo parti bari même fula Mr Kurang alla politiko man tarta ka nyaama de
opposition
niaje al warata mol man sol lalal kan do man dewlu iki jole tetalla
politics is
because 2016 min sa tema iki jole tetalla
politiko mol buka sang jumala be mol sangkang
ani mbatu dron sandre kumo o evidence table
evidence is clear
be sandro la ita fa mol ko yesanna
yan sanne
ina UDP
yan san jolle la
mol ko assist la yenat
yan san jolle la
mol ko case le be bulu il lafta support la
mun case
ini fanke talbe bama
ba to lo man sabi ko
il lafta chocho na
kata man sala ya
yalla UDP ngol katar bo itel kata ka fundi ka chocho mo
atole ko sembo ba to sembo ba to
même fois yalla mbe kacha kam political la ka fenne fon tolma barindel fana nga fenne jeytel la karola
anu nyanda kan na moy
adu nyandal la moy la ñotale
absolutely
ya wona sane mo manke malay ko tin banko kan jang mbe na political scene sodole ndel man sa ya be mbulu nganna weekend point soto le tel quand même fo itel fana masate bulu nyaawo nya bari weekend point soto le anu political party bala muyti il faut nga fin soto ngam be même fo le ya understand albem alla politiko bita kan nyame abukata kunge altemo winindi nola
we are on the momentum.
Wallahi ninki la fonte ma hani sini ninga carte fay albe duma
all right thank you Talibo
munamu alkamol believe in the
mina fa alla 450,000
na 450,000
ale men soto alkale jolle soto 2021
ani afule IEC même continue
abe dula le da
IEC même continue
all right Talibo thank you
abe dula le
bar même foka
yalo wala tina ali amira wintale yalo
parliamentary election
ni amira wintale
in each of the constituencies comme bawo be même foka in UR Arnold Mafan in each of the constituencies ale men sort of presidential election al manna fen double vocal jita dumale hanal yen tol dag moto
muna na tol lusta
o mu election o kenyalati parliamentary election local government modol bije buka boda fankata presidential election bar ni te boyta ite ka make sure ka foko mbat ngata ngana fo nyin donna nyin don ka jele kulubale dem bulo kono tenne time o wes la nyin kulin dul
all right thank you
protocol be Gambia
thank you Talibo Bayo you can come in
abaraka bake sidi bi kacha kumata bake andong kalamo nyola fana be kumala bake ya kacha lemma kacha me ya lonko gambe be nante dakela kacha nyento nela diam lal moyle e ko banku kano nela diam lal moyle e ko tariko abekere diam ko non banku kano tariko nimbe foto ja say be banku kano fola be tariko fola an be wato fanam fola nyin kamala doron pour kacaye sona ya nyin kamala pour kacaye moy ay don adama dum sonna mo kon diamo kono jang misa kono ya fele ako iko nata candidate led aning party led ndol ko candidate led no nenele candidate led ndol ko ntole o nenele already that is something me an ko ntole o nenele bari now mina neneje as a country but now let's nana miro soundi na tamen Gambia la side on a candidate led kamo kulun tombo ay da hala patiodo I know as independent candidate I mila wulu
By the way,
this is something me alone is very important
can I
kamo kulun
answer
tombo
before you tell me?
kamo kulun tombo no just allow me
Mbenyana.
after you can come
Don't
kamo
put
kulun
on Bengal.
yes after
You
now you use pen
na confusing dile
It's up to you to answer it or not.
No, I will answer it.
Okay,
just give me time.
Binding
akudu da nyoto la foka pare akudu da nyoto le anyina tale ay memko anyina tale
Bayo go ahead
Good.
jannabe nyina
because you are talking first.
Mina murlo koma le sai left nyin ka na kuma zero na sele bismillah
Right. I think you are talking about party led. Come on, Alewo Tesla.
no
ndamo fo
Sorry, candidate led. Candidate led.
I'm like confused tale
You understand? Candidate led. Alewo Nenela. Talibola narration onye. Ko, in fact, at that primary, there was nothing like candidate led. It was still UDP led. Because UDP le mole supply party dolto ye kakte fay Adam Bagoye. Ya confirmed the equal wallet. So, How do you argue that candidate led?
No,
Frank.
that's
Abula.
Okay.
I want to talk to Abula today. Abula is my friend. I will talk to him.
Go ahead.
You
cannot talk to me.
Go ahead.
It's Gambians.
Go ahead.
I left Abula. Abula is my friend. I don't know Abujan. Abula Munte.
Bio, nobody's your enemy here. Go ahead.
So Abanda.
I'm your friend too.
Yes. There you are. I'm not going
I wasn't very
okay. Sidi, memur la kongo koten. Abla ñin ka la fa ko ben kongo kono alum ba jabi la as we are going. Amay. Ngo. Diamo mem bebe keri ñim banko ko wala ñin ko party led candidate led. Wala diamoti, wala kachati. Wala be balta bato. Wala ko mo mi an ko mbajo ma nimba kekuta. Ibe wala kacha kan.
No, that is wrong, Bio.
Wala ko di
Membe banko la tabaliya. Amanje party led candidate wo mu kunun ko quality. Banko la tabaliya wole opposition beke la clinton. So ni ka fi ko wole molto wonte.
Bari kacha.
No, ako banko.
Abe dula de.
No, ako banko.
Yes, go ahead.
Wala bi kata be
Bio, afo jang.
Go ahead, time will be like go ahead.
Is bata, mo be bata men na, mo be all discuss.
Après.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sidi. Kajabu kumare mbat. Ngam ma bi da kan fengo kuma ba lefa no anyum ko be lamoy no nko banko kan kacha membe keri nyim banko kan bi politiko to bi candidate led party led ñen diamoti pour parti khalis parti wala kaf ñoma ka banko bondi ni kafta ñoma ka banko bondi munto bata toro and other things ñina ñanda kala ngal yoti ñina ñanda kala bela miroti ñina ñanda kala bela miroti barango nin nata na janko candidate led ngo fenne ñinti me ya lonko ntol ya nenel ñim banko kanja baran kon tan na miro dan na jantede mel na miro bond la gambe banko kam bita banko do kam membe mbandan dan wala wala Sénégal te candidate led ay mena di ñim banko fulol bela kuma follow dro candidate led ay mina di ñim banko fulo be la ni no bon ni ñoko mina abulaye damen to ñinka goy ko politiko ko nte silvo sonko ka ala dana ñinda ibe no fondi la fem fena ke fendi me yalon ko yomal kiamat ni ñinka lan sa jabi no balu la tonya kam Gambia jang 2016 Gambia opposition party ol kafta ñom kabring opposition party ol kafta ñoma ñim banko kan jang ko momorande ye mo taw woro wala tombo ye eni nana mo taw woro wala e ko ye mo taw woro wala tombo eni nana wo tembola nyim banko kanjang mo be yalon ne the biggest political party mo be yalon in fact some of those political parties they don't even have support mo te bulu. They insist.
They don't have 70 delegates.
They don't have 70 delegates, but they insist because of tomorrow in Bangkok, molbe slarin. Molbe slarin. And that is evidence. Molbe slarin. Political party o menna mol hani taka findi. Fokana ke dabula congress ko na nyama. Ka hani ka bulela political party li laso no manko. Nka wala fo ite la party o lola. Political party do kala party di on samana ka ke je andi ko tam political party wala.
Ngote sonna wala.
Utumo. Mo sonna wala. Ba yalo membe kero utumo. Imote bulu imam mosoro membe hanya ka bulu no mo kandi kando kono. So the only thing you can do is to appeal to UDP to give you support, at least if an fair. That is the only thing. That was the reason why it happened in that way.
Not to be embarrassed.
Not to be embarrassed. Wala kita num isonta inata kato fighter Adama Barrow ganyata. Adama Barrow ganyata ko aybo independent. Ko aybo independent. So aybo UDP ILO as independent candidate. Asonta. Aheda UDP I resigned. Alors independent candidate. Independent candidate ntada muneke. Kato fighter aganyeta. Men nata ko la mbubu la mbubu. Joma e fainata abe kasokono ila patio magisala ya ban param kata yela patio nyimbula bari yela patio bula nyama kabe joma e tombon e ma fa pastef e ko joma coalition independent sa joma e fana loda as independent candidate joma e lota anem membe do ko la même Ousmane Sonko bi itemo be nyaadile bi Senegal be nyaadile. What is the political situation in Senegal today because of this candidate led MNC Senegal Banco? After we learn from all these things, we said ndolu nga fe claim we have evidence of it nga fe fo na sede jarolo be mbulu number men ka claim numbers nga men claim we have the numbers and Abdullah will never doubt our numbers. Abdullah will never doubt our numbers. And yes, still many folk are making go. Let's say if we have 10 criteria now we make. Out of these 10 criteria we made. Out of these 10 criteria we made. That is what the one thing there, that thing will never be deleted out of the criteria. And every individual in the coalition discussion must have the criteria, and that is numbers.
Numbers.
Because at the end of the day, we go to election, and election is about numbers. If whoever wins at the poll, even one single vote, the person wins.
It's about numbers.
So numbers will never go out of the criteria. Now let's talk about integrity. Let's talk about consistency. These are things they're very important. And I want Abdullah, being the person challenging some of these facts, to tell us, did he really doubt about some of these things coming for integrity? Did he doubt the integrity of Lawyer Ousainou Darboe, who is the flag bearer of United Democratic Party? Did he doubt his integrity? This is one thing I would ask. I would love Abdullah to talk about this. We that Lawyer Darboe have an integrity. Let's talk about honesty. I would like Abdullah to respond to us also. For Lawyer Darboe honest, Taliban farmer honest. Let's talk about struggle. Because why I say we talk about struggle, Abdullah le PPP someone and the Amukon. If we are talking about struggle, if we are talking about longevity, let's bring in. PPP has been there. I am here to tell Abdullah PPP, GDP, and NCP will lay a UDP law.
And PPP already got their part of the struggle when they led the coalition in 1965.
Yes.
They were the biggest.
They were the biggest.
That's history.
But now,
that's a fact.
I'm just trying to, that's history. But say, in another side, UDP law, what was the condition at that time? How UDP law, what was the condition? Because Abdullah want also talk about history. Okay. Men keda no nyim banko kan yawolo nyundugo sojaro la nyabita nyim banko kan nyim banko ta kabin sojaro nyabita nyim banko kan banko dingol dunta nyokan aka senalal melfo because Abdullah talks about badolalu senalalu UDP senalal le yalo senalal la alay ke ba jambe senala ba
Pati Jumale
I
want to
you are very focused about Senegal.
Allow me. No.
Senegal UDP control still now.
Senegal UDP law. Senegal Melfo.
Senegal
UDP law.
Something. My analysis was based on Kurang. The line of
it should not be based on me. It should be based on the truth.
I will respond to you.
Okay.
Even YouTube, I can like Senegal.
Okay, I can respond.
So please,
all right.
Don't make the argument apply. No.
Okay.
No, you said.
I'm analyzing based on
you said, and he's analyzing based on you.
All right. I'll use the side. Okay, I'll use the side.
So what's the purpose of bringing the argument?
I'll use the side.
Because your argument is lame.
Okay, I'll use the side. I'll use the side.
No. I will say no. Okay, no. Now you are talking to Gambians. Because now you are saying so I can respond.
Okay,
if you talk to Gambians, I will allow it. But now you say me. Talk to Gambians and I reply to Gambians. But if you talk to me, I will not allow it.
Now,
I will clarify.
just stop.
Yeah, and he can speak based on what I said and what Abdullah said.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
that's what I have to say.
Go ahead.
Okay, Abdullah, allow it to me. That's why I can respond.
That's what you said.
And this is something. This is one thing I cannot understand from Abdullah today.
Okay.
If Abdullah has the right to talk what Quran says,
he's confused.
Then I don't have right to talk about what Abdullah said. This is my problem.
He's confused.
It's not about
Quran was the first person.
Anyways,
No.
And I'm saying, CD, respond. What should I do?
Yes.
I said,
I'll tell you. I said you to respond.
Bayo can go to even Eiffel Tower and say whatever he wants to say. That's his right. But you're talking to Gambians. So if you are using my analysis, fine, go ahead.
All right,
but
go
you
ahead.
say, Ablaya Jabi, you say I should keep quiet?
All right, go ahead.
I'll clarify before we go. Just talk to Gambians, I'll come to you.
It's a diamutale. Ablay, yalo lefa don ñoo fa yalo lefa ñing kata.
Ndele intellect la fan.
Ablay,
whatever you say.
leftale ndele koyoko ndele wato dila. Nda right dila ko Ablay. Be ko makon men fura lefte ye jabi. Ndele right dila. Bugo na lefte ye jabi, I want to give you right.
So me jabi kay ko den so.
No, even solo abant nim pareta.
Okay.
Ibe wato dilele na ko makon men ñin kay ye jabi. Right to respond.
Go ahead.
That is democratic. So give me time. You are my star, you know that. I mean, come on, with all differences, you are my star, you know that. Come on. So please, let's
He's confused today.
Yeah.
Your star is confused.
So what I'm telling Ablay, what I'm telling Gambian, what you do, Nintara Tarikoto, UDP, NCP, GDP, PPP, NCP, GDP, UDP law. What me ano go Gambian ko le anyenka. Juman le yalo, senalal le yalo. Duman le ba koma, senala le ba koma. Duman le ka depense, senala le ka depense. Odo nin tata bankola koto ite UDP bonno je, ite senala fola ima UDP fo, karo senala le tam UDP. O pour go dula ka Holandi, mbo Holanda karla folo. Now, let's talk about the coalition issue. Me anu bi yanyi nka. Nyim banko kanja. Iba fola ko. Iba ko be fola la ocean double ko for about education, whether he is educated or he is not. He have the qualification to lead this country. He has the qualification. That is the reason why Akabraka can go 5 times Abelola election because of the qualification, because of the criteria. He was never rejected in any nomination in this country because of his qualification, because of the constitutional qualification I mentioned to be a candidate in this country from 1996 consistently up to now 2026. That shows scope. Lawyer Usono Dabo, out of all these candidates, there is no candidate who achieved what he achieved. Ela ko aboita sinyalu. Afunya candidate juma benyo ko me ko aboita sinyalu. Now, tell me. No, tell me. Presidential election ni to tell you.
No, you don't qualify.
You ask a question, let him answer.
No, he's the one who asks. I'm responding. He's not qualified. No. Presidential. He condone among these people.
Okay.
Qualified. You're talking to Gambians.
No, Iba specify. Are you talking about the current coalition?
I am talking about, look, the presidential candidate for Kenya.
Candidate will be.
Presidential candidate will be.
Okay.
Okay. Presidential candidate will be.
Okay.
Alifa Lota, Alifa Lota, young presidential candidate.
No, forget about Alifa. That was when your question was open.
Okay.
Right? So for him to understand, go. Candidate will be along ko bibi nyim banko kay opposition candidate. Jumare be ge me along ko. A lot of election law brother signal. If that is the qualification, then Lohan is the only one me along ko. Not like to go use as a disqualification method or a qualification method. It was only Lohan Abu me also. But now let's go back to proofs. Let's go back to proof. Let's go back to facts. And these facts are facts Longo. They are from people who are qualified, who have the qualification to qualify those facts. Because even electoral IEC commissioner can say, when he was the commissioner, he stole the election and gave it to Jambi. When Dabo won. That was what he says. A commissioner, IEC commissioner Lafayette Banko Kanja, who is me not to trust that person?
Who is that commissioner?
Dr. Carol Almari Neman Kafarakaya. He said it. So then, you keep saying, and now, let's go back to the belief now. Let's go back to the belief now. Let's go back to the belief now. Apply now. For example, Mealongo he want to know fact about some of these arguments. He is backing a candidate.
Frequency, he said.
Backing a candidate. Mealongo, a candidate. Mealongo, he has been consistently talking good about this leader. He has been consistently saying how elections were. He has been consistently saying elections were fraud during the past election when Dabo was in the ballot. it was not from me, but his leader, Talib Ahmed Bensouda. He says it. Even 2021, he believed that the election was not free and fair. He still have that belief. Because the election is not free and fair. He still have this belief. And you still telling me, Dabo Boital. You still believe, you still want to bring that as a qualification, because Dabo should not be the candidate.
Frequency and numbers.
This is where, this is what actually confuses me.
Okay.
So, Abulai, and I want Abulai to really understand. Lieutenant Ablaya understand very well Bake. It talks about numbers of time, numbers of failure, numbers of success, numbers in progress. This is all Ablaya. And we all understand also.
He said frequency is not a number.
Yes, that is all these things Ablaya meant for candidate. But I mean, Sidi, what I want Ablaya to understand, if we actually want to rule this country, the likes of Ablai shouldn't make a decision of joining a party until and unless after the coalition term. Because Ablai has been remained so neutral in this country. Ablai has been speaking so neutral. Ablai, in fact, Ablai is the person in this platform. That is Ablai. He will never want in this platform here, we the opposition, we have tussle. That is Ablai. It's Ablai. His advocacy is let's see Gambia. His advocacy is let's try to have compromise. And this is something I like about him. But what changed? Ablai joins Unite. That is why Ablai is coming back to this platform to be playing drama. No! I don't expect Ablai to come to this platform and to be playing drama. Because the thing is somebody a lot of Gambians have high trust for. And I tell him, even with our political difference, I still trust you, Ablai, and I still have hope in you.
Higher, because even here,
okay.
I'm being neutral.
Moving forward, time will be like
you are
moving forward.
confused.
Now, allow me, I will dissect all this for you.
No,
wait for your turn. Wait for your turn.
No, what do you say? I'm telling him.
I would also like
Ablai
to reflect his mind on his statement when he was endorsing Unite.
Yeah.
I want you to go back. I listened to you very carefully. And then that's why I said, with all our political differences, I will still keep respecting you. I have listened to you. I've listened to your statement when you were Unite.
Okay.
You joined Unite.
What was his statement?
Sign now
that
I
will say his statements.
No, time on But then finally on this part, now that UDP imantaraje GDC imantaraje because kibarol be fintikande ko GDC they will go to NPP, and in fact coalitional chairman wa later seninyale andu ngajele from ma ila spokesperson a confirm la ko GDC withdraw even before UDP. So nyum flow la bondo je ay coalition on londi mintol nyintame.
No, Sidi, what is more important is it will flow the bottle. UDP da bondi but one of the most interesting thing one have to look at the founder, the person or the party will talk me in the ADD. They said they are endorsing UDP. They are the initiators. The initiators said UDP and UDP because of not stand and their stand is the same. This is about principle, huh? This is about principle because they met in the room, they discuss. There were about 5 people or 8 people in the room, and in the room there, some of the people say control be that thing, don't come be that thing. So it any mele alongo, it any will be mirror killing, and no at all mirror manta or kata blato jesai. It be mina sila or kotang. It any le mirror. Although you are the initiator, but you came in, a lot of people came. Even so, the majority, whatever the majority stand at that place, that is what they took. But that majority stand is something you cannot take because that's not your principle, and you don't believe in that because you look at key factors. And those key factors is about the constitution. Don't tell me, yes, during 2016, was there no constitution? Yes, there was constitution, but I am telling you, today, the ADD as a political party and the key initiators of the coalition discussion will formally UDP endorse sign. And UDP fin to go, we are building our own coalition or alliance. That is what UDP said. And this is the stand of UDP as of now. And I can tell you for free, there is a lot of political parties and movement Longo, just from yesterday. Longo, they were in that discussion. And now they finally aligned themselves with the thought of UDP after understanding some of the battle Longo will be taken during the coalition discussion. Underground. After discussing it, after they realized these are people Longo, they are opportunists. They only came in another drone, Purumu, they are ahead. And I will tell you, and even in fact, the deputy CMC or whatever, even resigned from the coalition. So that shows the coalition is hijacked by people who are relevant. People who are relevant. They are the people who hijacked the coalition. And now, let them go with their coalition. Because one thing I believe, and one thing they believe, they are winnable. Because after the withdrawal of United Democratic Front Party, the only thing we see in the social media, now the election is between so and so. Now, where are the other candidates? Or other party leaders? They are part of the coalition. Because if you are telling me now, after UDP exit from the coalition talk, now you and your party militant finally decide now you are going to be the leader of the coalition when there was no voting, when there was no you decided. But when UDP was going to the discussion, in a stand moment to all of you to cook, a brick left a but say UDP Daboje, I don't know UDP Manyanako, low council. UDP Manyan Kofo. But UDP Manyan Kofo, but say UDP Dabo the Kachakono, I will find it to Lebanon Kayakela. So this means where are the other people? Who is fooling who in this country? So what I am telling you, all you to go, Mama Kandela Ta, Kada Adama Baroya. Mama Kandela Ta. But Mama Moila, Bala Moila, Abekuma Kamamfola. But I am telling you, there are people in his party, well, they are not going to go with Mama. They might join any other political party of their choice, but their belief is that they are not going to join Mama. And let me tell you one thing. Omar Sise, actually when, after the meeting, he wrote, before the meeting he said resignation alert. So after the meeting, what happened? I said, he is not going to support Ali Baba's third term. That's what he said. So now, why he did not resign from the party? A reason.
Uncle Sam or Ali Baba?
Yes, Uncle Sam, yeah, Uncle Sam. Why he did not resign up to now? Because you know the decision of your party, and you know that your party is going to join. But there is something there. One more because what Mama Kande told them,
and remember caring,
could completely be different. I don't want to make conclusion. But see the Niba particularly inata. You can go anyway saying they because I don't let party come in come and say president ya. In Anka you go ha anyway saying take join without join the NPP because nim president was seated na kirma sita and then kabiri ni sita in na fuko president lonola saying president nyata mo jibela mentom monna president mo jala kafoko na se mentom monno so yenta approach le pour sita na kafujema na kafuma nen kafuta so after ECOWAS is not going to support, President Ola third term. So Kamala, saying President Be Makoy, na Makoy, alliance member solo, it be a multi-million lonko, bita primary sla, and that primary sla, Abe Makoy and Tambi, and the Tambi and Lebekala Natum Koti. Who is not going to go with you? That's an opportunity. But now, this opportunity, where are the evidence of this discussion? No evidence. No evidence of this discussion. And that is why a lot of the party supporters are not moving. Nyaje manta because Eman resign, Emanta. But Byron will, a final decision on about making the final decision on making. Many of these party supporters, that is time they will decide whether I meant for Duma or I meant for some. So right now, some of them might not resign ASAP. It resign. You understand? They will keep working whether IMM4 is going to happen or it's not going to happen. The moment they realize IMM4 is not going to happen, I am telling you, many of the party supporters are going to leave. I was in the provinces. I was in URR.
Right.
The grassroots people of Mama Kande, what they are advocating, I am telling you this. I went to villages, but they are key supporters of Mama Kande. And what they advocate will you go? It left UDP, Mama Kande Kaf UDP ma. Purka Banko Bon. Because look at that, those people are suffering. A man silo sato like namoka memfo ako batame vela in bankol ka ibe batari a man silo sato a man dol man koron sato dol balu nya fon ko le atema and they feel like wo masakuna membe je wala hatina ko le be bilade kan and the only option pour ko le hay boka wala nyinto ko they bring change and the only change ye menje mense keno the possible way of change is pour comme ka diko opposition le kaf nyoma UDP support because UDP is the only political party who has the vibrant, who has the intelligence, who has the vision, who has the person who have the intellectual, and like Panja Grigara said.
Thank you.
Thank you,
that's okay.
UDP is
That's
going to form a government.
That's fine.
In 48 hours, there will be UDP government.
Kurang nganane kandorong kwa alterta nung santo tole Alhagie. No, yes.
You will have your chance after this.
It's voter.
Yang kana wodi, yang kana wodi. So you can come.
Yeah, I'm coming. He wants me to. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, I'm coming also. No, you are not the moderator.
No, elamo bayo nyinyi ngale.
The rule of debate.
Janinka shift to because I
have to
this is
recap.
Between you and you now.
Yes.
Right now. Yeah. But then before Janin kanete kan bayo nyinka ko ken abla answer wrong, then I will come to you.
The integrity sort of bang atla jero to and did he have the intellectual knowledge, you understand, and the honesty. Did he have some of these key things? May I go left
Okay.
Yes, please.
Good. Sidi, Brian made a very interesting comment here.
No, I asked you a question. Are you answering my question or you want to go get to my
But
But I asked you a question. You said I
No, well, I answer. Go ahead.
Wow. Brian made very interesting comments here. Nina Nenemansi, wala ale platform osea, you may think otherwise. But I happen to be lucky to know Bayo very well in terms of his public engagement politically. Bayo knows very well, that if I were neutral, he Bayo himself cannot shake me from that neutrality. Bayo knows that very well, in the bottom of his heart. If I love this country, Bayo knows that. He doesn't love this country more than I do. If Ousainou Darboe is having integrity, Bayo knows that more than I do. Now, when I sometimes listen to Bayo, I understand his stance and his understanding, his level. Because that Ousainou Darboe said, I'll take you to court if you say 3 years, or if you want to fight Babajid. That does not spoil his integrity. That's a one-off incident. Just like you are working, you are still working as a human being. Ikatamanole, ye paka say boy, we make a bakitoti. But a model miral nyaka me oh bakitol inside. In a level or you should accept that from them.
Okay.
But hold on. Because a politician misstated something does not disqualify him. Because nya ika menta ika jero ke aka problem o soto nole wo make thinking tedi hakili mal ka jero ke wala nyama ndenga amiga na jero be wala nyama.
Okay.
Wato Bayo salon ko analysis men be kata jang is not for any party and is not against any party. It's based on mole argument men fena from a sieve. Giberlalia understand momola angulo kabona mintole is left to them. Mo men yala na fojande being found them. Mo men yala practice ni kudo bula pour banko e ikontema hakila maya nteba follow woman integrity shot. Ite men ka mi ko mola one of incident wala ka integrity busi molma ite la hakila maya le danta woto la ite la gela wanyama. So no Gambian
What one incident is that relevant? It's not even relevant to the question. It's not relevant.
Quickly. We are
okay. Quickly, Sidi.
Ya nyinin kala, be nyinin kakan. Ya nyinin kala.
No, yalo. I don't focus on you. Nko. Namina yalo. Abla ko kina fula. Nko. Nka nyinin kala.
But now you can't answer timely. Say that's what answer.
Abla comment no left men. Abe men illustrate comment kavoko. I have that doubt in him, not having that belief. Abla ni mera silale. And then all what you were saying here, Abla, you know ko. Ndeka men follow you. And when I was starting the program, I told you, Abla, I wish. So okay,
the question is, you know that already. You are still asking me.
No, but I am asking you.
When we have very little time to talk to
so
voters.
you come in now.
That's okay now. Yeah, that's right.
And then my talk, the rule is, if I start a debate and they all talk, at least I still have 2 minutes to rebut what they say. So my 2 minutes before you ask, right? He said, numbers and frequencies are not the same. I wonder whether he ever studied statistics and which university he studied in. Students of statistics are listening to me from grade 12. Frequency. Everybody knows frequency. But the inconsistency of Ablai
You said
is
frequency
that,
and number is the same.
Yes.
And when you are defining frequency and number, you still have to use these different terms.
Yes.
I told you, in context, they can be. But you cannot, there is no word in English that has exactly the same meaning.
Okay.
You know the meaning. I'm coming there.
And I use your definition. Based on your definition.
I'm coming. Yes.
I know his way of debate. Any moment, Sita. That time, Tale, I studied.
Enough is enough. What you know about
your definition is what you are using.
Yes.
You define your own definition. I have a reference on that.
No, no, you can come in. You can.
No, Yalo Ablai, today he's a bit confused, shifting from jokes to seriousness.
No, honestly,
you understand what I mean? Because we know people who join United. He's part of United. People who come
you are confused because it's not United.
What I mean?
United is UDP, United Democratic Party. Unite is Unite. You say I told you, I lost it. You cannot even know. The basic thing I'm going to understand. How can that guy talk?
The brainchild of Unite is Ami Bensouda, who sits on the board, according to some of the people who joined Unite.
That's why you're landing yourself
and they left.
Because there's no evidence that this guy can say the brainchild is Ami Bensouda.
And she's older than me. She's older than me.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to tell you that.
No,
I'm not
wrong. No, I
am telling you. I will come and tell you. Before you join.
Sorry to the people.
Right? So let me talk. Before you join, we know how it works. We know who is doing door-to-door at this moment. Who is doing door-to-door at this moment as the mother of the party. We know that. That's not a secret in this country. You cannot make that a secret, Ablai. Political facts are facts. People are seeing it. People are seeing people moving around. You cannot create a mystery. So I am telling you that, right? The respect you give to the eldership is what we are agreeing. You people are going around telling a story from Kemo Bojang when he bolted out of his seat here, that this story of young people, they want to create an image of this country that people who don't know anything, even if they don't know anything, because they are young, we should hand over this country for them. So I am trying to tell him we know what is the power behind them. You understand what I mean? And it is politics. We can talk about anything in this country. We are not scared. Bro, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want us to talk about you, get out of politics. You can ask your next question.
Kurang, you were on the ground, altara nung urban area le. Alketa multi mi alonko rural area rara. Alketa multi mi alonko alge voter soul engage le karte file. Before kana ai isi kanga na ofana drong. What are some of the concerns many alonko santoton kolu yolle fali nyin blado aleni watol menu bekeje. What are some of the concerns ye men race ali nyin blado?
Yeah, I mean, coming here for you, what people are talking about is the hardship in the country. Bankola kolea benyaminteng. Inflation is just going up. Cost of living is exorbitant. Mula balunya naman sonoya. akatinna le ko hani ye mun development leke akela mine cloud le the other time ngamo president be diamola ala audio ntafanga share on Facebook abafo kanko ya jamen nata janne mani boto sai 1200 what much sita nyame but nantela sita mani boto mbakela 700 because Adama Barrow man boto la importance lone for the past 5 years Adama Barrow the word man boto ama mention adala why because he knows the power of the VAR of fooling 3 million people so cost of living bankola kolea be nyame molbe wole kumbo kan kabrin coin bolibanna for carton cash power rent food prices food inflation so molga nyine concern and ni bawo mina IC lo ni aje IC molla ntola concern tataje so much before you ask your question is ni mobe sira la office kono just because nga data karafama ndol bota banking and in banking ka fo ko the fact that you are the bank manager or a bank worker doesn't mean you own the money the fact that itemu data custodian letik IC albe maralin data la does not mean you own the data you cannot act in a way that will influence an election that's called interference no matter how small even by one vote if your action na traite le manya ani kekuo ayatara one vote be drop lale or mistaken or invalid it is illegal you are trying to interfere with the election so maybe you can go into your IEC now but member kerim banko ka wolom ko mol laftale Adama Barrow e fonyo ala intata mama mol arrange and Gambians want him out because things are just too hard and things are too hard any 9-year-old ni kay munam kolbe coloring they know the definition
with the election saying nasia da karnane mu wole ben din carte fayo tema munam UDP la assessment IEC la readiness and what are some of the key reforms me alongo IEC nyanta kela right now me alongo alba demand kan temben
number one reform is transparency and transparency ka inyanta ko lankene mayaran dilale ko kurunding ibato banko dingle bakala because lu afanga e wala for example ni tatela website ibuka any information about detailed information about voters polling centers number of polling centers etc this is key this should not be a secret you understand they don't put it there because you don't know the benefit of hiding something number one number two in the transparency kono IEC loi e commande ko patiol me yalon ko be banko kan ka full list dealer of mail registrata every election every registration imo ke follow in supplementary registration because ye listo le di listo me yalon ko am mankitale sabanjang wolom nyinti ko banko e loi di banku dingnale ko ning IEC organisation member ko IEC ni e bali cartela iko because ye luale tinya for example ye double registration neke wanto la kaytol le mankita ye bali banko e right dealer le pour ya long mun dalila le atinna ite manyanda carte fayla IEC nyanta ko senandi ma sa ni IEC na day tol ko 14,000 or 24,000 people ye wole cancel because of double registration or malpractice wo mari ñol yanta o listo produce lale pour o mari ñol ye evidence soto ka idandiko ñin dalilo latina yemban manyana fayla so that si la legal right exercise kata court ka je ko ka IEC sue in line with their legal rights ko I disagree with IEC la court ya decide whether they should be on the register or not on the register IEC mo listo di patiola sako individuals so the question is ni IEC mo di la the integrity of the voting system itself better in question because mune atina ni moltol mankita voter list kono election day ni tenata yatra to mantara listo kono abe confusion le cause la because moka panicle moka kamfale so sikuma sonko sike in the polling center which should be peaceful who is interfering with other people number one and is denying other people their right so mune fraud is opening the door to fraud why because ni nata iko 100 people in this polling state Alma vote Alma not a total list but we come with our voters card nin chocho keta after iko okay say momoro ni voters card bebulu isi carte final sa nin do botana sate kono me alon ko ate fane voters card dada ala so kono mi masing babulo so o mole ya dada e adiala amarina ta bara total list of voters card is not valid because voters card man ta through the registration process jumale betala sealing or polling center member of voters card authenticate not la in that moment at the heat of the moment attention okon so yajele so ni be checks and balances la ibuka foko damanko there is no fraud. No, that's not the end of the story. Ika fole ko there is no room for fraud. But near room yele silo me yalongo hani ayatara itama wuli fraud kama but ite alone by all probabilities there is a possibility for fraud. Then the integrity of the process is in question. So nyina tinango IEC ye kule ke meya lonko amanyang andung dalila talafana imela technical expert from bondi de hansai kadia mumole for example the IT commissioner the CEO lekana Jokol Koli and then Sambujanjai there is a technical person for technology who should come out and explain to the public property which I am handling, which is the computer systems. They have got checks and balances. Even the system sold to you near search online, the system has the following control procedures. So we expect, that's what we paid for as taxpayers. He should come out and say, the system you paid for as taxpayers, not my personal property, has these failures because of X, Y, and Z.
Okay.
But if Mabori ne wala nango IC man transparent and wayatine la ko jiklateo bijele.
Jiklateo.
But it's rectified all before the election, a full list bondi of all registered, a full list bondi of cancellation, yadum patil blokono, moli alonko election day, nyimbanko kanima lafa dunyoto karte fayo kakake me alonko moltobe listo bala kado be bulu total listo bala wanto itobe listo bala kado table or vice versa, whatever. There's room for confusion. I see in time, let them avoid a national crisis.
Kurang I wish continue nga 2 hours already. Time of event signal kaneko time of bantale Ablay 3 minutes.
Yes, it's the same thing. I see mom kai personally ngalon come. They are not doing their job. Because you know it's a funny institution altogether. So wo ko silanda bente tole hana mantara doto and ngalo silanda fana be gamben jamato. You see I believe in this momo yakata dame and what is before me I give my fair commentary. They have been doing a great job in terms of going around ka dulal jibe count the numbers and then ka formally well we don't say there is fraud also but we believe these are opportunities for Tilimbalian in Kudul Sekeno. And that is commendable. You cannot say you cannot commend them for that. You understand me? So that is very commendable. And Nipenta IC la quarterly, they know that from day one. Because IC ngagele. Not only with these people, this election, previous elections. So that fear is there. That concern, genuine one is there. Memendu akawalem IC will do the needful. They make sure they may release the Molier. Finally, after all these concerns are raised, I tally short election is done properly, fairly, and with integrity, credibly. That is good. And we will commend the UDP for doing their part. Yes, commend UDP doesn't mean that other parties did not do. But they are part of the first people. We are aware that some other parties also have done their things and submitted. They believe they go through that channel and so on without making noise. That is their understanding and their right. But UDP Menke has raised the alarm, and we can give that credit to UDP. And war has been there to go out.
Okay.
It doesn't matter whether I'm anywhere. That is the truth. Okay. So that's what I believe. But all box stops at IEC. Yeah, wakili. Yeah, election on the lawyer la nyame. Aning tilingo kang aning lanken mo kang they take out everything patil be ya soto ila agent ya soto men tata IFM bon ni mera aba hanen atijan anu IC le nyi fena. That's their argument. That is not an argument for UDP. And I love that because they have made that very clear. It's not for UDP. They are here as a national party. So this is national politics, not party politics. Okay. And they have done a wonderful job. and credit to them, and we have said that all throughout. We also would commend others, we know publicly or not publicly, who also have been doing their bit to file, to submit, to challenge, and so on. Democracy nyanda kelawala nyama, banko nyanda kelawala nyama.
Okay.
But then yes, this is a great thing,
Thank you.
and it's a great concern for Gambians.
Bayo, quickly.
Yeah, thank you, Sidi. I mean, I'm glad you'll be able to, I think, I'm in the same Belori or low kilometer. I see a lamfuta kilometer. And a mantara parading, porque bambang come and killing sabatin. That is something very clear. They lack transparency. And Dalilo Lebeje Milan left up to keep a more alone. Along Ning revising court 27th. Yeah, extension of make it was 27th. Stop. Right? That was the extension. But now, how can you close the revising court, the government revising court, when you don't even publish the entire full list? That's where the problem is. Because now, look, there is somebody, you have, it's a data bill, me alonko, imantara kaitoto. Anu molio ajulum from based on the nyama tunyala. Data bembule, me alonko imantara kaitoto. Ike kaitoto, ye di mola follow, molio jibe follow, molio long. Janing, ebe bunda ele ka molio andra kitubla, menyanta bolo jalalo, menyanta kla jalalo.
Absolutely.
This is the main coction me alonko level kanyinaka. You know, and then let me tell you one thing. I said this and I will keep repeating this again. The company ESI will learn in Jamaica in 2011 and 2016. ESI is a family company. 2021, a procurement open. Other companies, I remember German company and other Gambian company came in. GPPA reject. Imasonka approval odi ya murundi ya samna ko rek emadi ya murundi ya samna ko emadi ya murundi itara député bun kono ya be di ñokono and they gave it to ESI eko ESI according to IEC eko la data mantra ESI bu lamra yol eko data be fono block right eko ESI is only doing what data security now if you are paying for data security now what is stopping IEC from inputting all the data, all the names of people, the newly provisional list? I'm not talking about the final list or so, but the newly provisional list. Be put into your website. You don't put into your website, let's say, I'm going to need a list total, be put here. What you do is you put everything in the system, and now you give access to every single individual based on their card, based on the card, the serial number, to log in to that system and confirm whether their name is there or not. Why IEC is not doing this? Why IEC is denying? Me at na IEC be banku don't deny kanyana. That is another part. Me along IEC is not ready to do the job because you cannot tell me go how when you do that the data is not safe. No, you already have a company. Me along you paying him millions. It's not doing anything. You tell it's not doing anything for you. It's only doing data security for you. Why are you not providing this for the Gambian? If you are transparent, but because telling a man telling, walatina. That's why they don't want to give access to every individual to get it. And this access code, they have been doing it. The last elections, presidential election, 2021, the data, they failed to populate it for how many years? Until people talk about it. That's why they put it in there. At the later part, if only craft, they went and put that into their website. We've all seen that one here. How can you put parliamentary results on the system when you don't yet put the presidential and the presidential are upon before the parliamentary? That tells you how IEC ila tapaleya and ila kalabanteya Benjamin. And now we go to the revising court.
Well, quickly.
Revising court, I saying yeah closed now. People are ready to go to the revising court now. Now, let's say we go to the revising court. The data is not clear. Data man stationary. I'm going to conclude follow. Now we go to the revising court. You don't bond. Let's tell you to sign. How are they going to reconcile? Because how can an opposition reconcile that now? Because now you don't bond the kitty blood. I see a dole bond. So how are you going to reconcile that list? So this is a big problem. Now, the IT commissioner, you know IEC, they have about 5 commissioners. 5 commissioners they have. Out of these 5 commissioners, each of the commissioners is assigned a role. The commissioner for IT, have we ever heard him speaking to the media? The commissioner responsible for IT.
No, we want to hear him.
We want to hear him. Because you are the commissioner. You know, Jokoli is this. all commissioner, but we have deputy commissioner, but the commissioner for IT, me alongo, you will run the IT kola. I believe he must have some knowledge about IT. Let him come and tell us what happened. Mistake or samana. Because the problem is we are very, as a country, we need to learn from the past. The impasse of this country. Impasse means that in Bangkok, for Bangkok, do look at revenue. What cost it? It's about this data, these numbers. Cabin presidential election, Jambela Balambo, Jambe. Look, you know, one credit you must give to Jambe when Kabila Boita for realized Boita. He accepted. But what brought doubt to him, Fire Murna, I used to is about the IEC. Because ila Tilimbalan, ila Kalabantea, that a resource men manipulate in around Basse. That was what brought Jambe back and said, oh, I am not accepting the result. But he first accepted the result. And if Jambe accepted the way he accepted the result at that time, Natara Nunku continue Nyama. B, Bakuma Kilim Fulen in Bangkok. Molu dam malu tema Benjamin B. If Jambe is in this country.
All right, thank you, Bayo.
So
thank you, Bayo.
IEC is costing this country. Bangkok kostan kujamala. My final wala kolya yemin kamera kolya ko Bangkok. See, na Bangkok Bay, and I have been going around this country. Everybody can attest to that. I engage with people. Ngara mola kungolto. Nanyi sul ndara kungolto, ndara na kolto. Nimusol kachara, nimfondinchol kachara, nimfondinchol kachara. I am telling you, the message member useful baby they don't want Adama Barrow, and they don't want anybody. The Gambian people will never listen to you. What the Gambian people are saying right now, they have not seen it. Is the only political party in Bangkok, and they believe crossing Bangkok no. Consistently, UDP under the leadership of Alhagie Mukunda Dabo. And I am calling on the youth of this country.
Right,
if you want progress, if you want change,
only
party, only party, you have to vote for UDP.
Thank you very much, Siri. We appreciate it. My two guys. I have debated with both of them before.
I'm like, we used to be at Africa.
Yes.
I can do that.
I can do that. So we know each other. And it's interesting, but I think it's becoming clear in the Gambia that people don't want a third term. And more laftale falindiro a third term kanake. We want to be like Senegal. Out of 5 English-speaking countries in West Africa, Nigeria 2 terms, Ghana 2 terms, Liberia 2 terms, Sierra Leone 2 times. Only 1 English-speaking country, the Gambia. Adama is saying no 2 terms.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Alhagie Mamadi Kurang drong attend to back from the United Democratic Party. Mala watu minta Canada kumala drong ablai Bayo nga fanante to back and well of course Talibo kamunta atembulo mutata do mandinkele from the technical department ngebe tend to back nge jay nim frada jan drong mba fula ala baraka baake bunda fula men nyi programme mo sembentu yandi ka fasa wala APS aning well of course gamtel timba fule ya baraka baake alma suto to diala wasalam.
Ngatimbo ntemu APS leti. Ndemu APS leti. APS Gambia lemu APS ti. Katun APS is 100% Gambian.
Bari nyati mwete kufuri mbala kentala di. Nyati mbondari taba futu wola. At least it ya fonte ko APS min kullo balbiji. Imo fon fonya fon ka fonyo ko ibina do ibodo ko APS jam fane mo fana fonya nyati mbo. Yo min fo enta sija. Ndanga moyro ko APS wallet isa kodo kino min tata fa wuli muan ime charge fenna wala enta sindija.
Ako. Nyati mbo. Nkoy ko kabo transuto. Katawula fo wili muan. Ite fenne dola. Womu zero file. Between kabo was 20,000 la kasele sal. Ike tamuna ike charge mun fa abuka fensi.
Wait.
1% na malam.
Wata yara gamen no benyanta wala kana APS wala tele mobile ko roko. ka ko do ki ibadi ngol
yaajale ñi APS kabrin nan credit ko to bari men ko mayata be wala fango kas pawat ñi suuto be during suuto be dibining abe tema biti ko sononda ila APS mobile lo sika ni asika to ya safe da men ko fen ko atondi nawek ha ni oto je nyamen do tachi ama ni ama do abanta ila kas pawa isa hawafima ajibe free joriti je
oto mbade ngamye no albe sito wulle fi set al na leta APS wallet yela lam baylo kon APS wallet nyaako doro bari ko do nim fata do su kon to
ni be fono le mol nyaala jam nim fata do su kon ba fole
ba ci je mbita ndori gi sa jede kadu sa APS 100% namum
APS 100%
APS
Gambia 100%.
In today's digital world, connectivity is the backbone of progress. Gamtel stands at the center of the Gambia's network, proudly known as the carrier of carriers. We power connectivity by supporting mobile operators, internet service providers, businesses, and homes with reliable, high-performance infrastructure. Through our dark fiber and fiber leased line solutions, we provide dedicated, secure, and unlimited high-capacity connectivity, keeping networks stable and businesses running smoothly. Always on, always reliable. For organizations that demand performance, Gamtel delivers unlimited, scalable solutions designed for speed, security, and efficiency, supporting everything from daily operations to critical data transfer. We are also connecting homes and small businesses across the country. With our unlimited broadband services, G-Fiber and ADSL2+, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable internet for browsing, streaming, and working online without interruption. In today's flexible work environment, our VPN services allow teams to connect securely from anywhere, enabling seamless collaboration and productivity at all times. Supporting it all is our private cloud data center, offering secure, reliable, and scalable data storage for the growing digital needs of the Gambia. With nationwide coverage, dedicated support, and trusted infrastructure, Gamtel is connecting people, businesses, and networks across the country. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication. Call 1311 toll-free or 422-9979 or visit www.gamtel.gm to get connected.
Looking for the perfect home away from home in the Gambia? Welcome to BC's Residence, your ideal short-stay apartment in the heart of Bundung. Whether you're visiting for business, pleasure, or an extended stay, BC's Residence offers you the comfort, convenience, and privacy you deserve. Enjoy spacious, well-appointed accommodations in a peaceful neighborhood just behind Nusrat High School. Our residence combines modern amenities with authentic Gambian hospitality, ensuring your stay is both comfortable and memorable. At BC's Residence, you are not just booking a room, you're finding your perfect base to explore all that the Gambia has to offer. Ready to book your stay? Contact us today. +220 941414 bcsresidence@gmail.com. BC's Residence, Bundung, behind Nusrat High School. Your comfort is our priority.
feel good.